They've completely changed the back end on YouTube, so I'm getting used to that. Gotta love when people make changes at the same time that the servers on Twitch are just not working. I also don't know if this is accurate. I'm just gonna update this over here just in case. I'm assuming it's all good, but for some reason my settings changed over here. Baking is what we are doing, and Christmas is what we are celebrating, or any other holidays that people celebrate. I celebrate Christmas, so that's what I'll put as my tag. Locke, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Bad YouTube. I know. Why is YouTube like that, Duncan Mallory? Oh my gosh, it worked. Look at that. We have audio. Locke says, just hear those sleigh bells jingling. Ring ting tingling. Come on, it's lovely weather. Okay, I need to see if I can replay that. I don't know if I can. I don't have my earbuds. Hold on a second, guys. Yikes. Where did I put those? Where did I put that bag? Did I hang it up? Or did I move it? I don't actually know. The amount of stuff I have on the other side of this camera is ungodly. I don't actually know where I put anything. Did I put it? Where did I put it? Sorry, let me just find my earbuds so that I can hear you guys when you send alerts. I know they're somewhere. Are they in here? No, I guess not. I had a bag which had my stuff in it. Oh, I know where I put it. On the shoe rack. A totally strange place to have put it, but that's where I put it. I also don't know. Every time I touch that cable, I think it's moving. Okay, sorry. Give me a second, guys. This is the baking setup. I always forget too, just like how involved it is. It's so involved to set up. It takes me like half an hour to set this up every time. I still don't know where my, oh wait, are they in here? Did I, aha, they're in the other bag, and now I have them and they are mine. Let me sync these with the computer and make sure all my other Bluetooth is off. And then we'll be good. Jarrell, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. We will have a wheel and I will spin it. And Renell, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Like I said, I don't think Gladys is synced up right now. I'm not sure because I'm not sure what audio my computer is. Oh, I guess she is synced up right now. Okay, good. As long as you guys can hear stuff. That's good. That's good. Let me turn this off. I don't actually know. Oh, my phone is over there. And then I can connect, might be able to connect to my earbuds. And then that way I can still hear when you guys send alerts. Haha, we have a system. Yeah, I realized I haven't done a baking stream in a while. So setting this up was a little bit more involved than my brain was prepared for. But we got there, you know, we got it done. I'm not going to let my brain tell me what to do. No siree, I'm not. I tell my brain what to do, thank you very much. Can I select my earbuds? Yes, I can. Amazing. All right. Well, if you send an alert now, I should be able to hear it. So know that I will hear your beautiful super chats as well and such. All right. Back we go. Is Duck on ingredient fetching duty? Duck is on editing duty and trying to keep Amanda sane duty. Latinum, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Oh my goodness, you did not need to do that. Thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. Actually, I only want one earbud in. Having two in is too much silence for me, and I'm going to be too loud. Chris, welcome in. Hello, hello. Yeah, I just feel like the one thing that I'm struggling with really today is just feeling kind of like I have not done enough things, but I'm trying to take the alarm bells in my brain that keep going off and tell them, shush, shush, alarm bells, you're doing fine. All right, chat, I've got you here now. I can read your beautiful messages on top of everything else. Okay. All right. Let me catch up. Let me get the wheel. Oh, gosh. There's too much love happening. What is this hype train? How are we on a hype train right now? Thank you so much for the hype train. We're already on our way to a level 2 hype train. Let's go. If we get 1,700 more bits or 4 more subs, we'll be there. Also, guys, if we get 29 subs total today, I should reset my my goal maybe. Has it changed? I don't think we didn't get any subs yet, right? So if I reset this now, Gothmock resubbed 6 minutes ago. So that one I will reset. Reset, set goal 10, set to 1. Did that work? I hope it did. Whoa! And then set it to 6, because Duncan Mallory just gifted 5 subs. That's level 2 complete, baby. Duncan Mallory, thank you for gifting 2. Homie, Michael, Donko, Monk, Goblin. Let me grab my wheel. And I think I have everything else that I need. I think I'm good to come back here pretty permanently. We are going to do some baking. We're going to try to bake as much as we can. I'm sorry that I have no guests today. It's just little old me, so hope you guys don't mind that. My mom was actually asked my mom if she was free tomorrow, but she's not. I don't know if she's free today because I didn't ask. So Mom, if you're watching this, I just didn't invite you because I didn't really know what I was doing until now. And yeah, I didn't even know if I was going to come on today, to be honest with you guys. But I thought, you know what? Just do it. Why not? Don't give up on your dreams. Just do it. All right, let me catch up with the chat. And we'll do some wheel spins. And I'll have to update some of the things on the wheel. But let me catch up with the chat first. Okay, hello everybody. Hello Renell. Hello homie. Hello Goblin. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing swell. Marvel Man, hello. What am I baking? Is it a secret? We will be baking today gingerbread cookies. I have these brownies that my mom gave me that I'm going to be baking. S'mores brownies, so we're going to be baking these. And then I'm also going to be baking my peanut butter blossom cookies that I usually do. But I want to do ginger molasses today. So that's the plan. Thank you, Marvel Man. I'm sure I will enjoy the party. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. Gothmog, let's do a sub for you. Happy 16 months, by the way. Thank you so, so much for your support. I need to update this wheel. Good Lord, I do. How are we on our way to a level 3 hype train? If we get 1,300 bits or 3 more subs, we will be there. What do I want to update? I guess we could leave level up on here for the weights. We could add something to, I don't know if I have space for walking lunges. I can definitely do squats. Why don't we do shoulder lifts? Let me grab a marker and then we'll be good. My marker's over here. Actually, you know what? I want red and I want green. Let's make it festive, baby. Thank you everyone so much again for the support. Y'all are absolutely insane. I can't believe we're starting with a hype train. I've done nothing other than run around and set all this crazy stuff up. That's all I've done so far. So, thank you. Shoulder. This marker is gonna need a little bit of juice. There we go. Shoulder raises. And then we could do some fancy nibbles. I do have the equipment. Why not? Let's do fancy nibbles. I think it might be good for my mind. You have caught me at a bit of a weird time in terms of my brain. Fancy nibbles. But like I said, I don't let my brain decide where I'm at. I tell my brain what to do. It doesn't tell me what to do. Okay, let's do a wheel spin for Gothmock. Thank you so much for all the hearts over on YouTube. I will also catch up with the YouTube chat as well. Self-hug, all right. I would encourage everyone to give themselves a self-hug at home as well if you're watching. Self-hugs are good, they feel good. It's good to hold yourself and remind yourself that you will make it through. And time keeps going. So don't worry too much about little things in life. We'll get there. Duncan Mallory, hello to you. Hello, Renelle. You wanted to go to this week for car spotting with your best friend. Whoa! Thank you so much for the hype train, everybody. I appreciate you. If you got emotes in the chat, please do share them. Choo choo. 38% of level 3. We're doing good. Sorry that my camera just glitched. Hopefully it stops doing that at some point in its life. No promises, but I hope so. That would be nice. You wanted to go this week for car spotting with your best friend, but we canceled because of the weather. And today his grandpa died. Oh no. Well, I hope he's doing okay, Renelle, and hopefully there is another time when you can go and check out cars. So I've answered this, but just to recap, also hi Lumix, we are going to be baking s'more brownies, ginger molasses cookies, and peanut butter cookies with Hershey's Kisses on top. If it ain't broke, then don't fix it. Unfortunately, today, everything is basically broken, and I had to fix a lot of things before stream. Sai, hello, welcome in. Locke, thank you again for the 100 biddies. Let me do a wheel spin for you. We got shoulder raises, and I think we're at 5 pounds now, so let me grab that. I'll do the shoulder raises. Honestly, I also kind of want to drink some milk. Is that weird? I know a lot of people have opinions on just drinking milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shoulder raises. I can put my weights under the table for later. Thank you for the dino combo. Renelle, thank you so much for the 100 biddies as well. Also, Locke, how are you doing? Yay, my lovely mods are all here. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here and hanging with me. Y'all are the best. More shoulder raises. All right, 5 more for Renelle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shoulder raises. Spear Closet, hello. Latinum, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Latinum is already on the tree, I believe. Otherwise, that would also be a tree ornament, and then I'd have to go get my ornaments already. Actually, wait, let me turn on the lights. A little tree lights on. There's Renelle as a little gift under the tree. I'm still thinking about getting that little mini tree skirt. I know it's $25, but guys, do I need it? A spin for Latinum. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. That is so much. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. We got Jeff Cuddles. Latinum, let me know if there's a Jeff that I can cuddle for you. All of my plushies are lined up over there, and any plushie you request, I will bring in. We could cuddle Pool Party Jeff, Original Jeff, or someone else from the collection if you have somebody else that you like. Am I making a gingerbread house? No, I am not, PP Jackson. Also, Chris, I've already said hi to you, but hello again. Spirit Closet, hello. Water Asp, hello, welcome in. Did I see your long message from a few minutes ago? I did, Renelle. It just took me a minute as I was running around setting stuff up. A little alcohol will quiet those alarm bells. I don't really drink, but yes, it can. I agree, Latinum. It can help to soothe the savage beast of, I don't know, whatever's going on in my brain. It's different for all of us, I imagine. Duncan Mallory, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Let me do a spin for you. We got more shoulder raises. Is this wheel rigged? It wants my shoulders to be jacked. I'm not mad about it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Duncan Mallory. Also, if you were gifted a sub, please do say thank you in the chat. We love our friends that say thank you. We appreciate our friends that say thank you. And you could be that friend today. Aw, Rapala, thank you for the kind words. You crawled out of bed to watch Mommy Vampy bake? Nice. That is a good choice, I think, Spirit Closet. Although if you want, you could always take me back to, this sounds weird to say it that way. You could take the stream back to bed, maybe I should say it that way, on your phone, and you could watch while I bake and also just be cozy. It feels like a good day for being cozy. I got up really early, and yet I feel like I accomplished not very much, even though I was up at like 7 a.m. working. Aw, Rapala, thank you for the highlighted message. Rapala said, you don't have to do anything. We adore you. Oh, thank you. Eric, welcome in. What happened to Duck? Duck's here. Duck's around. Equipment, says Eric, question mark. Yes, there's a lot of equipment. Or you mean like on the other side of the... No, on the other side, there's just a lot of stuff that was on this that's usually behind me. I kind of have to rearrange a good amount of my apartment in order to do these streams. So that's what's over there. There's a message I sent that you missed. Send it again, says Renell. I'm not sure which message that is, Renell. Feel free to elaborate in the chat. Oh, whoa, my chat just like jumped forward. Hold on. Dichotic, hello. I hope you're doing okay. Are you doing any more testing today? I think you said Monday you had tests, but I hope you're doing okay. Hanging in there. Nice choo-choos, guys. Oh my gosh, that's such a sick emote you guys are sharing in chat. Something happening in Pokemon Go tomorrow? I'm also going to ask that question, Chris. Is there an event? Welcome to the insanity. Welcome to the chaos. All right, still reading through this chat to get caught up. Why is just drinking milk strange? I don't know. I feel like some people find it strange. Gigantamax Snorlax Day tomorrow. Ooh, I gotta get into some Pokemon Go. Cherry, thank you for the highlighted message. It's so wonderful to see you, Amanda. I missed you yesterday. I have a Christmas party, so I can stay for a little, then I gotta go, and I don't think you'll be live when I come back, unless I come back early. No, you were so loved and appreciated. Lots of love, Amanda. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you for the highlighted message. Have a great time at your Christmas party. For more than a month. Well, maybe after, maybe when the weather is a bit better. I assume the weather now for you is probably not great, like for most of us. Probably not snowing, but wet is still not ideal, I imagine. Latinum says, yes, I'm treed up. You are on the tree, I can confirm. Duncan Mallory also on the tree, gifting subs. So Duncan Mallory is also on there. But if you gift a sub or if you do 500 bits on Twitch, then I will add you to the tree. On the YouTube side, if you gift a membership or do a $5 super chat, then you get added to the tree. Long delay between real time and stream or long time to caught. Nope, there is not a long time between real time in stream. I'm just back in the chat because I'm trying to read everything that people sent. You broke your tailbone. No, Spirit Closet, that's awful. Are you doing okay? That sounds so painful. Arm workout plus baking. I pray for your arms now. I know. Arms and we're baking. Isn't it -5 in Toronto? It's not cold to you with a short shirt? No, it's warm inside. I'm not outside right now, so no. No, there's no delay, Renelle. All right, I'm caught up. Snow is rare in my area, maybe once in the last 30 to 40 years. Wow, yeah, that is pretty rare. But yeah, no, I'm not cold. I'm actually going to be wearing something different when I go out, and it will be less covering than what I'm wearing now. Well, I'm going to wear nylon, so I'll be pretty cozy. I think the thing that people also seem to forget about Canada and Canadians is that, you know, like it'll be 10 degrees Celsius outside and we will wear shorts in the spring. So we do not necessarily get cold as easy. I am pretty easily cold, but I just don't really care. I let myself be cold. Over on the YouTube side, Jarrell, hello. Andrew, hello. Dragon Trainer, hello. What am I trying to? I'm not sure what you're asking about there, Dragon Trainer. Jarrell, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Let me do a wheel spin for you. Jarrell, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Let me add you to the tree as well. Do another wheel spin for you. We got some fancy nibbles. That's going to make it even slower for me to make. And we also got some try-hards for those wheel spins for Jarrell. And Jarrell, I will add you to the tree. Let me grab my tree stuff to do that. And we'll do some tries. And we'll do some fancy nibbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we level up, that's going to be more intense. Okay, let me grab all my tree stuff. Gotta grab my, oh, this might mess with my earbuds. Well, it might not actually. Because I do have to turn the Bluetooth on to connect my label maker. So I can label whatever I'm hanging on the tree for you or putting under the tree if you want a gift. So Jarrell, your options for the tree are here. These are the options. What would you like me to add? We've got white ornaments, red sparkly, red shiny, green, dark green matte, green shiny, light green matte, gold sparkly, gold shiny, white sparkly, white shiny. I have gifts. I've got a white one, a red one, and a green one. And I have bells. So you can let me know what you would like. All right, let me catch up as well on the YouTube side. Am I making gingerbread cookies? I will be making gingerbread cookies, yes. Cooking what? Karen O'Brien, we're not cooking, we're baking, but baking gingerbread cookies, s'mores brownies, and peanut butter cookies. Dark green matte. All right, Jarrell, I'll set that up for you. You want dialect on the wheel, Dragon Trainer? We could do some dialect on the wheel. Is Duck on ingredient fetching duty? No, he is not, Tim. Also, welcome in, Tim. Tim says, the alarm bells in your brain are just suggestions. Have a chill evening, Amanda. Thank you, Tim. That's a great idea. They're just suggestions. You watched Batman Returns last night. Nice, Andrew. Did you enjoy it? Antonio, thank you so much for the kind words. Did I ask my dad or brothers and sister to join me? I don't have any brothers, but no, I didn't ask anyone to join me today. Your favorite snack is cooking? Sci-fi? All right. I like that that was a question. Sonic, welcome in. Shoulder raises. That's right, Dragon Trainer. We probably will use a whole bag of flour because we're baking a lot of cookies, Nessing. My wingspan is majestic. I don't know. Ted, welcome in. Jarrell, thank you so much for the other dollar super chat. I'll do another wheel spin for you. Hi, awful user. Welcome in. Jordan Sailor, thank you so much for joining the Fang Gang. Let me do a wheel spin for you. I also don't know if I can see the vertical live. I don't know if that's like a different feed. Shoulder raises. All right, so we got some more shoulder raises for Jarrell. And then we'll do a spin for Jordan. And then we'll add the ornament on the tree. And then I just need to do a little bit of wrapping. And then we'll start baking. All right, let's do a spin for Jordan Sailor. Thank you so much for joining the Golden Fang Gang. I hope you enjoy all the members content over on my YouTube channel, and thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. We got level up. So that means we are going to level up our weights to 10 pounds. And if you would like to give me an even nicer, easier, lighter time with weights, the other option is I do have, oh, sorry, bumped my stand. On my Amazon, I do have a 3-pound set of weights. I did grab the 10 pounds, so now we're at 10 pounds. And I'll switch that to level down. And then there was a request for dialect practice. So I guess we could take out maybe Jeff Cuddles, actually. Let's do. I still have to do those fancy nibbles, and I gotta add the ornament. Level down and level down. Bicep curls. Whoa, the green is too juicy. Bicep curls. And dialect. Though you can also redeem it with channel points. If I do miss any channel point stuff, just let me know. Because I can also only see so much at once. Keeping track of 2 chats. Just had mulled wine, so I'm feeling merry. Nice, Polycomical. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Pa, welcome in. Thank you for the kind words. Where am I? I'm in a kitchen. Ernesto, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm doing good. How are you? All right, bye, Renelle. We'll see you in a bit. Let me do some fancy nibbles. Bye, Dichotic. I hope you feel better soon. What does my t-shirt say? Duncan Mallory. It says, lawful nice, Yule neutral, and chaotic naughty. Thank you to Michael for getting me this shirt. This was a gift from the community, so thank you. All right, let me get out some fancy nibbles over here, and then we'll add Jarrell's ornament, matte, dark green, and then we'll bake. All right, fancy nibbles coming up. Here it is, a space token. I'm gonna take a little bite. I am indeed in Canada. You're actually outside. The rest behind you is all green screen. Yeah, that's right. Who knows where I am? This could all be fake. We could be on a set, for all you know. It could be in Spain. It could be in a totally different place. We constructed this set in Spain as a replica of my kitchen. That's why Duck isn't here. Paw X, thank you for the kind words, although I'm just gonna pop the rules in chat just to remind. Compliments are nice, but please don't objectify. You think I'm in Timbuktu, Eric? Possibly. The twist is we're all ghosts. This is possibly true. Are we all ghosts? Are we humans or are we dancers? Also, I have to do a spin for polycomical. Then we'll add Jarrell's ornament. Then we're gonna wrap. Then we're gonna bake. Squats. All right, 5 squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squats. Thank you, Polycomical, for the $2 super chat. Like Wonder Woman. Man, I wish I looked like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's fire, man. I don't know if I have the same physique as Wonder Woman, but I'll take the compliment. Let me do a ornament for Jarrell. I'm on the first Canadian space station orbiting Earth right now. Maybe. I don't know how many space stations we have in Canada. Do we have a space program in Canada? I don't know. Probably. Should I know? Maybe. I'm of Alpha Flight. Nothing. I should do my squats holding my weights by my head. Nah, I'm good. I'm just going to keep the squats without weights. I do walking lunges with weights, so I get enough weighted stuff personally, Otto, but thank you for the suggestion. I'm going to keep the squats without weights. And I just did leg day the other day, so my legs are still feeling it. Jarrell, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Thor. All right, let me print a label for Jarrell, and then we'll do a wheel spin for Jarrell. And then we're going to wrap, and then we're going to bake. Have I ever cosplayed Supergirl, Stanley? I have not. Good afternoon, Spider Kid. I'm built like I came out of Anthony Michael Hall's weird science lab. I'm going to take that as a compliment as well, as Early Barber. Also, thank you for the kind words. As Early Barber said, you're well-spoken, knowledgeable, and charming. Oh, thank you. I try my best. I try my best. Okay, I need to grab my label. My label app. All right, Cherry, have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Just the one space station called the Nanabush. That's our only space station, huh, Otto? All right, not bad, not bad. I think I gotta log in. Is it gonna let me? Hope it doesn't take my earbud away from my computer. I'm no fake fan either. That's right. I am definitely no fake fan. I love things for reals. Printer can't be found. Am I on the wrong app? There's 2 apps. Okay. Now we're cooking. Oh, wait. Whoa. It's connecting like crazy. Okay, let me do a ornament for Jarrell. Jarrell Heart 15. Oop. Bold. Put it to the side. And print. Print. All right, Jarrell. This is you. You're going on the tree. This is what a civilized wildling's habitat looks like. Yeah, something like that. I don't know how civilized we are, but, you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. I feel like I put that label, like, really high up on the hook, actually. Can I? It'll probably pop off at some point. Yeah. Let me adjust that. Let me move that down a bit. That's better. I didn't like how high that was. Jarrell, adding you to the tree. There you go, Jarrell. You're on the tree. Let me do another wheel spin for you for gifting to Thor. Thank you so much. Welcome to the earbud works. I don't know if there's a delay for you guys, but it works. The cooker is old school. Might even be a disguised TARDIS. The cooker? I don't know what you mean, the cooker. Me? I guess I'm pretty old school. I am a 901-year-old vampire, so I guess it doesn't get much more old school than that when you think about it. Let's see, is there a vertical live, and how do I look at the chat from it, if so? I don't actually know. Does it give me the chat for both the vertical live and for the, like, for both formats? It must be. It must be giving me the chat for both. Thank you, Ernesto. My hair was styled today. I touched it up. Tyler, welcome in. I also love Chucky. How are you? Welcome in. No delay. Wow. Flawless gun show. We have the same water boiler? I don't think my water boiler's in the frame. You mean kettle? My Black & Decker kettle, maybe? Or my kettle on my stove? This is from IKEA. So it's pretty generic. Stanley says, wow, you've got some serious muscles. Stanley, I work out. I like being strong. Okay, do we do a spin? Let's do one more spin. Oh, another gun show. Welcome to the gun show for you guys. Let's do one more spin here for Jarrell. And then we're going to wrap, and then we're going to bake. Water boiler sounds better than kettle. It does sound fancier, doesn't it, Eric? We got a dialect. Jarrell, is there a dialect you would like me to do? Ideally, something I don't have to look up. But yeah, the white one. Okay, yeah, I got this on Amazon. So Amazon, if you guys want a kettle like this, go to Amazon. It's a good kettle, isn't it, Whiskey Death? I like this kettle. It used to be my kettle at work. I bought it actually back when I was working at Top 10 Nerd. But then I didn't end up, well, actually, I took it back before I left. People were not cleaning the kettle properly and not taking care of it. And I think a lot of people just didn't know even that it was my kettle. So there's also that. I think I can use this little scrap of paper. I was going to wrap up. Can I wrap everything in one parcel? I guess I could wrap them up separately and attach them with tape. I think that might be the best way to do it, now that I think about it. Alrighty. Irish accent? I can do an Irish accent for you. We can do that. Let's do Irish for the next 5 minutes, shall we? Thank you for the dialect practice. And we'll do Irish for the next 5 minutes. My timer's going. What people just using your kettle and not cleaning it? What jerks? Yeah, it was more like, how can I put it? They were using it And definitely, yeah, they definitely weren't cleaning it. But like I said, a lot of people, I think, thought that it was I think I would just say thought, actually, that it wasn't, mine. They didn't know it was mine. People thought it was just part of the kitchen at work. They thought it was part of the office, you know? So I don't blame them for doing what they did, but at the same time, respect people's things, for sure. Definitely should respect other people's things. I feel like people like this setup. I should do more bacon streams. This is already such a crazy stream. I feel like I've not done very much, and yet we've already had a very successful stream so far. You call your kettle a Wasserkocher in German, John? Even if it's a community kettle, you still gotta clean it. I agree with this, but a lot of the people I worked with were younger. Not many of them were a 901-year-old vampire. So I think they were just from, like, they had never really learned, you know, to clean their stuff like how I learned, because I've lived for much longer than them. So I think that's why it happened the way it happened. You know? What's a Canadian Irish accent? I think a Canadian Irish accent would be like more Newfoundland. I'm not really trying to do a Canadian Irish accent. I blame the parents, says Chemdog. Me too, Chemdog. My coworkers were lovely, but they didn't really respect my kettle. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. And then work ended up getting a kettle, so it was all fine. See, my kettle was from a time before we had a place to really, we didn't really have like a kitchen before that. So it's from an earlier time. Duck, are you joining the stream for a bit?
It's me, Waddle Dee.
Oh my God.
I gotta let you know. Did these presents get wrapped?
That we're wrapping the presents. Do you need to wrap yours? No, yours is already good.
Mine's already to go.
All right. It's a Newfie accent if you're looking for an Irish Canadian accent. I'm not looking for an Irish Canadian accent, but yeah, if I was looking, I'd probably look to Newfoundland and Prince Edward Isle, because that's where a lot of the settlers ended up, although a lot of my family is also from Ireland and did not go to Newfoundland or Prince Edward Island. So we are kind of everywhere. Merry Christmas. We have a Christmas elf here to help us.
I'm contractually obligated to be here.
Wait till you see our looks for our holiday unbox. That's going to be wild. Duck did a costume test last week.
Also contractually obligated to be there.
Do you want a mic? Are you hanging out for a bit?
I gotta start getting ready.
Okay.
It's about time for me to start going.
About time?
About that time, eh, chaps?
About that time.
Right out.
All right. Well, good luck, I guess. Duck's gonna leave the... You probably... I don't know how well you can hear him. You can probably hear him if he's talking close to me.
I will lead the way, and I will let them know that when to expect.
Oh, all right. So you're gonna go ahead then. All right. Well, yes. Let them know. I guess we'll see what happens in that case. I don't know if I go that I'll be there if I'm going by myself, but we'll see if I make it.
It's just because in terms of time.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Our party's early, so it's an earlier party. I'm used to a later party. I'm used to more of a 9 or 10 start. So my clock is running a bit behind. And that's our time for the Irish accent, so I can let that go for now. Thank you so much, Jerome. Amanda's little helper. My helper for a moment. Have I done a Vampira cosplay? I've done a Vampirella, but not Vampira. Ghostbox, no. I like doing my own stuff. I mean, I definitely love talking about comics here when I can find the time to do it. The only thing with comic book content that's a little bit harder is just that it is so niche that if you don't do comics all the time, and because it's book based, I find that TV and movie content does get more reach just because I think more people watch than people read. But I love talking about comics, and we'll still be doing that here because I love to do it, and I do whatever I want to do on my channel. I just do whatever I want. So we'll definitely be doing that here. But no, I don't think I'd ever want to work for anyone else again. Honestly, I like working for myself. But thank you so much for the kind words about my content over there. It was definitely fun to make. And I had fun making it at the time. But it's definitely better for my mental health that I am doing my own thing, I think. What does my shirt say, Joker? It says chaotic nice, Yule neutral, and sorry, lawful nice, Yule neutral, and chaotic naughty. I am a professional actor. That is true. That is the only time I like working for other people is when I'm on sets. But that's a bit different because it's, well, it's quite a bit different. Let me see. I just need to measure this out. In this case, I really do need to wrap this because Duck will be bringing it in my stead, I imagine. Thank you, AJ. My pants are very soft. They're very cozy. I think if I do up to like, honestly, I think if I cut this entire sheet, this should be enough for both things I need to wrap. I have 2 things I have to wrap. I'm coming all the way over here to you. Oh, sorry. Camera. Oh, geez. Mr. Floor Inspector said, just came in because you look super familiar. Did you go to an anime rave? An anime rave? Nope. I don't think so. Pardon? Yeah, maybe Sexy Nerds. Sexy Nerds isn't really a rave, though. It's more of like a dance party. I did go to Sexy Nerds. So if you consider that an anime rave, then perhaps. I was there as a cosplay guest. I am also a cosplayer, Mr. Floor Inspector. So that might be where. You also might just recognize me from something you've seen me in. I'm also an actor. I'm a YouTuber. So I'm also streaming on YouTube. So people recognize me from a few things. Oh, that might have been it. Oh, okay. So you went to Sexy Nerds? Then yes, that might be it. If you were at the Sexy Nerds party. I don't know if this will work, actually. I may have not given myself enough room. Well, I think I can make it still work, but I should have. I'm usually more diligent with how I measure, but I'm trying to be quick because I guess Duck's going soon, so I should prepare. Kind of botched it a bit. That works. Didn't you used to be Amanda McKnight? I did. I used to be Amanda McKnight and still am. Sexy nerds are hot and smart. That's what they say. That's also just the name of the party. It's called Sexy Nerds. They do parties all over the world, and if you ever have the chance to go to a Sexy Nerds party, would highly recommend it. It's super fun, lots of lovely people, lots of good vibes. They had video games. It was pretty fun. And I will be doing another Sexy Nerds party this month, I believe. I just need to figure out what I want to cosplay as. Because I did Poison Ivy last time, which was a huge success. But the only thing is that now I'm thinking about doing Poison Ivy like holiday Christmas tree style. But I don't really want to repeat my last cosplay. So I'm between that and Rogue. And I feel like Rogue could be really good because of Rogue being in Rivals. Ninja Ganko says Lady Red. I'm not sure. Is that like a person? Lord Monk, welcome in. Thank you for the bordered message. Looks like you're sharing an SCTV monologue this time around. Or not a monologue, more of like a bit of dialogue. I'll do a wheel spin for you in a moment. He might move to the one you moved to. I thought he was moving there part-timer now. Harley for the next party? One of the other cosplay guests is going to do Harley, I think. She was talking about doing Harley, so I don't really want to do Harley and have us both be Harley. I don't want to steal anyone else's cosplay thunder. Clay, that's not really a cosplay. That's just kind of an outfit. So I don't think I'm gonna dress up like a hot, sexy librarian. That's not really the vibe. I'm gonna try to be a character. I don't have a Cammy cosplay. I don't have Chun-Li. Yeah, Rogue, I think, would be maybe a really good one. I'm very excited for X-Men 97 Season 2, and I'm also glad that they got Lenore Zann in for Marvel Rivals. Do I prefer cosplaying redhead characters? Not necessarily, Stanley. Not necessarily. Where's my other thing? Oh, it's in here. Maybe I should keep it like in the other wrapping. What did Duck think of the SF2 teaser? I don't know if Duck's seen the Street Fighter 2 teaser. Like, you mean the one that they showed at the Game Awards, Lord Monk? I don't know. I think we're both excited for Street Fighter 2. Duck isn't here in this moment to answer that question. So I don't want to answer for him. The movie, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying the one at the Game Awards. I don't know if we saw another teaser. Duck saying something in the distance, but I can't hear him. So I don't know what he's saying. The main one? It looks fun, says Duck. Only a suggestion. Yeah, no worries, Clay. I'm more between the two that I said. So Poison Ivy, Holiday, but I already did Ivy last time, or Rogue. See a lot of people saying Rogue. Kim Possible cosplay could be something I could do. I don't own a Kim Possible cosplay, but it could be something I could do in the future at some point. Yeah. 50 Cent is in the new Street Fighter? Oh, I didn't see 50 Cent on the stage when they had the cast. Maybe he wasn't available. Did he come out? I don't think he was at the Game Awards. It was kind of cringe, made it look a bit goofy, but I will wait and see. I think that's what they're going for, Whiskey Death. So I would say if you don't like that vibe, I think they're kind of going for very campy. It's going to be a very campy film, I imagine. Have I ever met Lenore? I actually did a Lenore sort of lingerie look, Duncan Mallory, for over on the Blue site and also on Instagram. I like Lenore, yeah. Lenore's a great look. From Castlevania. Wanda is Christmassy. She is. Rogue is also Christmassy. She's green. Wanda's red. I think I'm between Rogue and Poison Ivy still. I'm going Rogue. Your Rogue is 10 out of 10. Well, thanks, sugar. Thanks for Paula. All right, Renelle, well, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us if you're heading out. Assassin will first still be the best Street Fighter 2 live action. Assassin's Fist. Yeah, I haven't seen any Street Fighter movies, so I don't really play Street Fighter. I've played more Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter myself. So I'll take your word for that. I've heard that the live action movies for Street Fighter, I don't know if I've heard of any that are good, to be honest. But I know a lot of people have their personal favorites. It did look goofy, but with all the Street Fighter movies being hardcore, it's nice to see a comedy vibe. Are all the Street Fighter movies hardcore? I guess they're not intentionally funny. I thought they were all kind of funny, but like not intentionally. Like they're kind of like a bad movie funny, is what I've heard from people. But I haven't watched any yet, so I have yet to make up my own mind on it. I know a lot of you guys were recommending the Chun-Li one, but then I also saw some other people that were like, oh my God, it's not good. And I was like, oh. So I'm hearing differing opinions. I clearly need to watch and make up my own mind on it. At some point, I'm sure we'll watch some Street Fighter. I still need to watch the new Mortal Kombat movie. I've only watched the 2 original Mortal Kombat movies. All right, gift is wrapped. And now we bake. Rogue with a Santa hat? I was thinking of that, Duncan Mallory. The only thing is my wig is so big, I don't think I have a Santa hat that will fit. Because the wig is like here, and I don't want to like smush the wig for Rogue. If I can find a really big Santa hat, maybe. Maybe I could put on like a headband or something. I have like elf antlers. Yeah, I heard Raul Julia is really good in the Street Fighter movie. I heard he's like the best part of the Street Fighter movie. Yeah, I've seen clips of the live action film for Lilo and Stitch, and it's weird and not good. I actually really liked it, Clay. I liked the Lilo and Stitch movie. I thought they did a good job. What was weird about it for you in the clips? Like just that it was live action? Or the animation or something? Or was it like something in the story that they did? Thank you, AJ. I'm sure I will. So far, we've been off to a pretty good start. All right, bye, Polly Comical. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks again for the $2 super chat. I've seen all the Street Fighter movies. The only way to truly judge is to go through them. Yeah, 100%. I don't know if I'm going to watch them back to back, but definitely I think the best way for you to figure out if you like something is to actually consume it. Can't really trust other people's opinions. I can only trust my own. Yeah, the live action film of Pokemon. You mean Detective Pikachu, Clay? Thank you, Stanley. I love Red Sonja. She's one of my faves. Devison, welcome in. You just find the original Lilo and Stitch to be a lot better. Okay, so there wasn't like anything particular that stood out to you that you didn't like the clips for? Yeah, I mean, I prefer the animated Lilo and Stitch as well, but I don't think that the live action was necessarily bad. I would say it was still good. There's definitely some changes that they made, but I can understand why they made those changes. So, yeah, I also prefer the animated though. I mean, the animation is just gorgeous in that movie. You like the Street Fighter movie Van Damme, Spooky Rob? Oh, I need to do a spin for Lord Monk for the highlighted, for the bordered messages. Joker, we did. I did a whole watch along for the Game Awards, which is up on my Twitch channel, actually. We got Try Hard. So let me do some triceps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Detective Pikachu. I just think that's weird, you know, when they take animated TV shows and movies and make them into live action. Well, Detective Pikachu isn't actually based on an animated show, I don't think. I think Detective Pikachu is its own thing. So, I mean, while the world of Pokemon is an anime, so it is animated. I mean, I didn't really find it that weird. I feel like Pokemon is also such a big fandom that, like, I mean, we have video games, we have card games, we have animated shows, there's manga. So I feel like for them to do a live action doesn't feel too crazy to me. I like Detective Pikachu. I thought it was really good. Did you end yes, we did see the Afterlife performance. Yeah, Expedition 33 rocked that award show. What am I making / baking? We're going to be baking s'mores brownies. We're going to be baking, I should actually get started, some ginger molasses cookies. Or I'm at least going to make the dough. And then I'm also going to be doing peanut butter cookies. I don't know if I'll have time for all of it today. We might have to do this one as a two-parter. But I have a little bit of time left. So let's get started on the gingerbread for now. Let me grab a hair tie. Duncan Mallory, would I mind if you were to see and meet Good Kid? I would not mind at all. I would tell everyone to go see and meet Good Kid. They're an amazing band. And I'm not just saying that because I'm friends with them. They just are an amazing band. Even if I didn't know anyone in that band, I think I'd still be a fan. Need a hair tie. Sorry, guys. Just grabbing a hair tie, and then I'll be right back. No, I wouldn't mind at all, Duncan Mallory. If you go, take some pics at the concert. And if you feel like sharing them in the Discord, please do. If you take any pics or videos, I'd love to see what your concert experience was like. There's literally a Pokemon Volkswagen. Dude, there's whole Pokemon towns, right, Sonic? Sonic Jaded, thank you so much for being a member, by the way. Welcome on in. Comrade Mime, hello, welcome in. But yeah, it can be kind of weird when they take things that are like animated and turn them live action. So I know what you mean in terms of like taking a 1-for-1 or something like that. I like it better when people, when they're doing an adaptation of something, when they bring their own vibe to the adaptation. Like, I don't want a 1-for-1. Like, we already have that other version, right? Thank you, AJ. Am I making cookies? I am making cookies. You saw Adam Lambert with Queen? That must have been amazing, Chemdog. Adam Lambert is an amazing vocalist. Oh my god, and I love Queen. The Madrout says, regarding the live-action remakes of animated movies, in general, I don't find them as good as the original animated movies. Remakes of animated movies. So you mean like, so it's weird for me to watch a version of the same movie. So the Madrout, do you mean like when people do another version of the animated movie, like a reanimated version with new animation? Wouldn't Pokemon be a video game film? Lord Monk, I think what came first for Pokemon was, I think the card game came first. Did the video game come first? When was the first Pokemon video game? 92? 90?
Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green in Japan.
What year did Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green come out in Japan?
I don't know, but it was before, like, that's what started it.
Then they did the manga and the card game.
And then they did the North American release, which is Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue.
Yeah.
And then they did...
So yeah, I guess it would be technically a video game adaptation because the video game came before anything else.
Then they did the...
However, how you see it as an adaptation, there's not really like a right or wrong way to that because it would probably be based on like if you're familiar, like if Clay's familiar with the animated show, then for you it's going to feel like the live action movie is it's a live action adaptation of something that you know that's animated, even if it's not a direct 1-for-1 adaptation, because like I said, Detective Pikachu is its own story. So I don't know if it existed anywhere else before that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's based off of anything specific or if it's just like a Pokemon movie that's live action. Like, live action. Animated still. Pikachu he's digitally created. The video games came first, says Comrade Mime. Haha. Mentioning Queen, I have their greatest hits volume 1, 2, and 3. Oh, nice. I have some CDs, but I have nothing to play CDs on anymore. Are excited for the new TV shows this year? I'm excited for everything new that's coming next year, yeah. Pokemon debuted in 1996. Really? I thought that the first game was earlier than that. 1996 for Pokemon. In Japan? Really? That's later than I thought. I mean, like the Disney live action remakes. Right, Madrout. Well, I think the thing is they're doing the Disney live action remakes because they want to capitalize on that money and they want to bring in a new audience, which I think is working for them. So in that regard, I don't feel like I understand if you watch the animated ones first, but you have to remember for some people, this is their first experience with it. And they may have never watched it if it weren't for the live action. That's the cool thing about live action. It brings in a whole new audience. I also know people that just don't watch animated things. So they would never watch something unless it was in live action. Because they feel that animated stuff is juvenile. Which is not true. But that's just how they feel about it. Are you still under the NDA for Fallouts? Yes, I am. I'm not an NDA, but an embargo. I can talk about general things in terms of my thoughts. I just can't talk about anything specific. So if you have a specific question, I can't answer it. But if you have a general question you want to talk about something with Fallout, the new episodes, I just watched them a few days ago. episodes 1 and 2, then I can discuss generally. Just can't go into specifics. Bye, Renelle. Have a good night. Do I like Stranger Things? Yes, Stanley. In fact, I have done a Stranger Things video on my channel. I'm not sure if you've seen, but I reviewed Volume 1. The Madrout, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. I feel like the anime has a whole entity outside of the games. There's so many fans who either don't watch it or don't play it. Yeah, that's true, Mime. It really depends on what area of the fandom you come from with Pokemon, because there's so many ways to get into it, which is something that I love. Exactly, Chemdog. Yeah, some people think it's just for babies. Madrout, I will do a spin for you. Thank you for gifting to You Were Always Safe, Creamy, Cosmic Beat, 22 Gandies, and Zai Mienz. Let me see. Do you think Fallout is better or with with Fred Armisen? Who's Fred Armisen? I don't know who that is. Gotta look that up. Fred Armisen. Oh, the actor? Oh yeah, and he plays Fester. Is Fred Armisen in Fallout? Who does he play? What? Oh my goodness, he's a radio DJ in it? I don't remember did we see him or did we just hear him? Or is he in the games? No, he's also in the show. Oh yeah, we see him just like up in the tower. It's like a cameo. Definitely better with Fred Armisen, if I had to say. He was the DJ. Yeah, and also Portlandia. I've never seen Portlandia, but I've heard good things. Saluting you.
Ready to go.
Okay. Bye. A former cast member of SNL. Yeah, I've only seen a bit of SNL, so I don't watch SNL religiously or anything like that. Have I read Sturzman by James Robinson? I don't think so. Everyone's saying bye, Duck. Yes, I'm sure you'll see Duck again at some point. As maybe will I. We shall see. We shall see. Ginger, molasses, cookies. Let me find the recipe I wanted to use. I do need to let the butter change to room temp, so I don't really know where the butter is. Oh, down here. I also don't know how long that's going to take, so might be here for a while. I need to make my dough first, but I guess we'll start with the brownies, I guess. I wanted to make my dough first because it needs 2 hours to chill, which is a long time, but I should have taken this out at the beginning of stream because then it would have been soft. Totally wasn't thinking about that. Whoops. And then we also need white sugar, brown sugar, and molasses. Yes, Duck? Would you like something?
Get your little step.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wrap your stuff?
I did. It's over there,
Perfect.
so you can just take that.
I will take it.
And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Molasses.
Also,
yeah,
the video is uploading.
Cool.
It will be done in an hour and a half.
Okay. Do you need me to do anything?
I'll set it live.
Okay.
It'll probably just need a thing. Yes, ChemDog, Duck is very cagey, but tonight I'm being let out into the wilderness. Mostly because it's cold out and snowing, so I can't get very far.
Duck is going to a party that we were both invited to, that I may also go to at some point. We'll see. We'll see if I get there without Duck here to make me leave. We'll see.
Unfortunately, I have to go in order to get our things on time.
Yeah, I guess it's happening right at 6. Is that what you just found out?
So, it's happening once the last person arrives.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess you can do that for me then, since, yeah, we'll see.
I know the things that...
Do you think Duck would be okay if you showed his cage? He doesn't have one, so I can't show it to you because it doesn't exist, Eric.
The cables...
Doesn't exist.
As we found out setting up this setup here for baking, the cable doesn't go that far, so you can't... Amanda's just saying...
I mean, there is no cage, so I can't show it to you.
I'll drop a
Duck also doesn't have, like, even a place that there's no place to show.
I'll drop a pic in the Discord for everyone.
This is my place, not Duck's place.
So they will see.
There's nothing to see. Yeah, you can drop a pic if you want. Duck will drop you a pic that is not of anything that is real. So if you would like to see a random picture of a cage that Duck either finds or photoshops, I'm sure he'll find something fun for you to be entertained.
This is how I live, being gaslit.
Sure. Sure. That can be your claim. Being gaslit. Do I like the Knives Out movies? I do, but I haven't seen the second one yet. So I've only seen one, and I liked it. The sweater is pretty good, Comrade Mime. I agree. No Nicolas Cage? Maybe he will drop a picture of Nicolas Cage, and that will be his cage. Lord Monk says, so festive. I prefer Duck to be free range. Me too, Lord Monk, which he will be tonight. I'm going to do a wheel spin for you. Thank you for the bordered message. Shoulder raises. These shoulder raises just keep going. Now I got to do it with 10 pounds because we leveled up.
I need to book an Uber, no flight path for this Duck.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Woo. Much more intense with 10 pounds. So it is more of a habitat or enclosure. It's non-existent. So however you want to picture it in your mind, Otto, that's what it shall be for you. It lives only in your imagination. You, the viewers. Someone who is hiding a cage would say that. I mean, I would show you if I had anything to show you. It just doesn't exist. So... All right, so we're going to grab flour, eggs.
Why must you lie to the people?
I'm not. Why must you lie to the... Why are you asking me this question? You guys should be asking why Duck lies to you. Eggs?
The real ones know. The fans know.
The fans know? The fans know that you're lying about living in a cage?
They know the reality that...
Right, yes. The reality. Reality. Baking soda, I don't know if I need baking powder for this. Baking soda, ginger, cinnamon, so no baking powder. Ginger, cinnamon, cloves. So... ginger. Where is my ginger? Cinnamon. I forgot about my finger being hurt. I like accidentally, I don't even know, cut myself with my own nail yesterday. This is what it's like being a vampire. Sometimes your nails are just too powerful. My nails were too powerful the other day.
Too strong.
Too strong.
I'm gonna grab a bag.
It also doesn't help that the skin on my hands is just very thin. So it's probably really easy for me to hurt my hands.
You don't get a lot of sunlight, so...
My knuckles in the winter usually, like, you guys might notice them on stream at some point. My knuckles will, like, sometimes just get really raw, like, they get red, they get irritated, and they'll get, like I get bloody knuckles just from the weather? Is that a thing? Is my right arm okay? Yeah, my right arm's fine. Why are you asking? Are you asking me or Doug? Duck being in front of a PC editing is no different than us being in front of a PC right now. That's what I'm saying, Lord Monk. Well, except that Duck's was editing on a laptop, so.
And a Mac.
Why you couldn't forgive Emma Frost? I don't know, ChemDog. Why couldn't you forgive Emma Frost? What did she do to you?
Didn't you say in a video once?
Did I
back
say?
in the day that you're like, I could never forgive Emma Frost for what she did to Jean?
Oh, yeah. That was so long. I don't even remember that. That would have been years ago?
I remember.
Are you
that.
quoting a video from
Okay.
years ago? I don't remember.
That is it for me.
All right. Bye,
We are
Duck.
here. Goodbye.
Good luck.
I will let everyone know. Keep me posted, please, on how things go. But most importantly, have fun.
Yes, I will have fun. All right. Bye. Bye. There goes Duck. He's gone now. Out into the world. Oh, I don't have everything here. Why did I just switch cameras? Amanda, be careful. Don't strain yourself. I'm fine. Oh, are you guys asking me just because I lifted the weights? No, it's just because, I don't know if you guys have ever done shoulder raises with a 10-pound weight, but when you're going out this way, you are isolating. It's just, there's not so much muscle supporting this movement. So it's, with a 10-pound weight, that's not easy to do. Unless it's easy for you to do, and then I'm very proud of you. Good job. That's a lot of weight to lift in a shoulder raise. So no, I'm good. I just can't go as high with 10 pounds. Emma Frost to gaslight Firestar killed a poor horse. This is true. She has messed with Firestar a lot in the past. Dangerous nails like Casanova Frankenstein from Mystery Men. I haven't watched Mystery Men in a very long time, but possibly. Should domesticated ducks roam free, though? I don't know. I see people do that online, so I think it's safe to let your duck outside. Spellbound, thank you for the lurk. Shoulders and back are my fave to work out. I love a shoulder and back workout. I agree. I'm with you, Eric. I'm big on shoulders. I like having nice shoulders. Jamal, welcome in. Devison says, I need a redhead woman. Well, good luck. I hope you find one out in the world at some point. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. That's great. I hope you find someone. I would say find someone based on who they are inside as opposed to like the color of their hair, because you could just change the color of your hair at any point. So I'd look from within to find what without. personally. But you do you. You do you. If you know what you like, why not? Can you guys smell what I'm cooking? Nothing yet. This is a good point, Duncan Mallory. Couldn't she just make Firestar believe she killed a horse? Yeah, did she really need to kill a horse? It was back in Emma's villain era. Ooh, ouch, Marvel Man. Yeah, I basically just like scratched part of my skin off. Accidentally. What's the age difference between Scott and Emma? They're around the same age. I don't think there's an age difference between them that's drastic. Yeah, the dry weather. It's the weather. It dries out your skin and then it cracks and breaks. It's rough. Okay, we've done our wheel spins. So now we're gonna bake for reals. I guess we'll start with the brownies, which should be pretty easy because this one has a mix. So we need water, vegetable oil, and an egg. Easy. I need my measuring cups. So let's see. We need, it says water, vegetable oil, and an egg. 2 tablespoons of water. Heat the oven to 350 degrees. Okie dokie. Gonna move some of my ingredients off that I don't want to like heat up. The butter can stay. The butter can be heated. That's only good for us. The eggs can come over here. So we are going to do so that's done. Is Vamp getting baked? Says the big Lavoski. Not really. I've had one tiny little fancy nibble, so I'm very sober. Monday morning, it's going to be about 20 degrees. I don't know if you mean, I'm assuming you mean Fahrenheit. With a high of 38 all day long, Clay? I don't know if you mean Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm not sure where you're based. Also, ages in comics never make sense anyways. That's true. That's true, comrade mine. I always assumed Emma was older, to be honest, because she was part of the Hellfire Club when the OG X-Men were still teens. Was she? I feel like she appears a little bit later. I feel like Emma doesn't appear until after. I think Scott's already an adult at that point, but I could be wrong. Emma has been vindictive before. This is true. Ah, it's so fighting. It's so satisfying fighting in Expedition 33. I agree. Are there metric instructions on the box? Metric instructions. Yes. Yes. There are 30 milliliters, if that's how you prefer to measure. 75 milliliters, if you prefer to measure that way. I personally like using cups and tablespoons for my measurements, but I also know the milliliters. Actually, sometimes I've done that where I have used milliliters when I don't have utensils. Okay, what is this? This is the cooking mix with marshmallows. And this is the cookie mix? Wait, there's a cookie mix? I thought it was brownies. This is the brownie mix. Okay, so there's cookie mix and brownie mix in here. So we gotta stir in the brownie mix, 2 tablespoons of water, oil, and the egg in a medium bowl until blended. And then we spread that evenly in the pan. And then we gotta do the cookie mix, and then we gotta bake that. Oh, and then I guess we combine, do we combine them? Drop cookie dough by 9 rounded tablespoonfuls onto brownie batter in rows of 3. Oh, okay, so it's layered. It's layered. I got you. So brownie mix, 2 tablespoons of water, oil, and the egg in a medium bowl. Ow. Ooh, I hurt my finger. I knew this was going to happen. I just hope that I don't hurt the cut while I'm baking. I just don't want it to, like, for me to become wounded again. I hope I don't, like, remove. It's just healed over. I unfortunately am out of Band-Aids, so I don't have any Band-Aids. But it is healed, so somewhat. It's just still very irritated. Yeah, I think Emma's in her 30s. I don't think she's middle-aged. I've never gotten that, but I don't know. I don't know if we have an official age for Emma Frost. I mean, age is weird in comics anyways because age isn't really a thing. It's not real. 2 tablespoons of water, you say. Like, Batman's, like, you know, been 39, I think, or 36. Like, forever. So people don't really age the same in comics. So I don't really think about it too much. But I don't think there's like an age difference between Scott, or at least they've never played with that, if that is a thing. Like, it's never been referenced to my knowledge. Unless somebody's read something that I haven't, and there is something like that, and then cool, if that's a thing. But, you know, in our headcanon, we could technically imagine Emma any age we want. I imagine her as being in her, like, mid-30s. Like all the X-Men that are of that era. Kind of mid, maybe early 30s. Maybe she could be like a couple years older than Scott, but I wouldn't think of her as like a decade older than Scott or anything like that. Okay, so that's our oil. So we've got water, oil, and now und egg. Oh, I got a little bit of eggshell in there. That's fine. Otherwise, good. That's why I usually cut my eggs, crack my eggs in a bowl. But today I was feeling ballsy. So we did it right in the bowl instead. But I usually do like a separate, smaller bowl. Fahrenheit in southeastern North Carolina. Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, it sounds like Fahrenheit is what you're talking about. Because it sounds like it would be too warm for Celsius at this time of year, depending on your climate, I guess. Could be. I'm sure there's some parts of the world that are 38 degrees Celsius still. Right now. Sounded like Fahrenheit to me, though. What did you find the other day when you were watching the Game Awards, Night Hunter? Yes, I did watch the Game Awards over on Twitch, so yes, we are getting another pod racing game. I was reacting to that live over on Twitch. Careful? Careful with what? The egg? Might be best if you have like some mercurochrome. I don't know what that is. A liquid Band-Aid? Yeah, I've never used a liquid Band-Aid before. I've only used classic Band-Aids. Emma does give hardcore mommy vibes. That is true. I'm cutting those eggs. That's me. I'm cutting those eggs. Excuse me, I'm cutting these eggs over here. My iPad's on low power mode, so I need to get a battery pack for it. Or plug it in. Guess I'll just grab a battery pack, because otherwise I won't be able to read chat if I plug it in. I don't think my plug will be long enough. I do love the idea of a pod racing game. It's true. I like lost my mind. Chat over on Twitch can attest, because I know some of you guys were there over on the Twitch side. I said I cut myself. I misspoke. I scratched myself. I didn't cut myself. I scratched myself. I like literally scratched. What was I doing? Don't do it again. But it was like I literally scratched myself with my thumb, and I scratched my finger, and then I just like removed a huge, not a huge, like you can kind of see on this hand. This is the area, but it was deep. It was a pretty decent chunk of skin, but I think my skin was already dry, so that's why it happened. Like this knuckle was already really dry, so that's why it was easy to do. Yeah, Emma can get it. I agree, Eric. Emma can get it. Yes, ChemDog, you all did with me, but not on the YouTube side. The YouTube folks are sharing their knowledge because they don't know that I watched the Game Awards, because I didn't stream it on YouTube. I only streamed that one on Twitch. You love Star Wars, but you weren't too excited for pod racing? Yeah, I love pod racing, so I was pretty excited, but I totally get if, like, you're not into pod racing. It's like, nah. Probably more excited about, like, FOTOR. I know, right, Otto? Why does that happen? It's so frustrating when you accidentally take a chunk out of yourself. Okay, so this is batter. Now I gotta put it in a 9-inch pan. Is that what we're doing? 8 or 9 inches? Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. Got to finish that episode of True Blood. All right, well, rewatching True Blood, Otto, or maybe watching it for the first time. Enjoy. I was about to say, True Blood has been done for a while. You also don't realize how often you accidentally touch the area that was scratched. Oh, yeah, that's probably true. I feel like I haven't really been touching it very much, but I've been trying to actively avoid it. Okay, so now I gotta put this in a pan. Do I have to... Do I need to spread evenly in a pan? I don't know if I should butter it. I'm gonna butter it, I think. I'm gonna use this other butter that I have that's already open. Kind of just like butter the pan a bit. And then we can put this in. And then we'll mix up the cookie batter. He was multi-streaming the Game Awards. Yeah, Clay, I can't really multi-stream the Game Awards right now. I have a warning on my channel, so I just wanted to be extra careful because you can get dinged with the Game Awards, even though I got approved for streaming it. So I would normally do a simulcast, but I've just been careful because I don't want to get in trouble. Again, with YouTube, that would be very bad. So I have to be careful with anything that I think could be copyrighted. Someone could get mad at me until I can figure out a way to reach out to HBO and get that resolved, or I gotta wait 90 days basically. So in the next 90 days, anything that's like that, it'll be over on Twitch for me, not on YouTube. Okay, so now we can put this in the pan. I think this is a 9-inch pan. I guess I should probably measure it. Is it 8 or 9? It is 8 inches. No, 9. I think it's 9, roughly. I don't know if we count. I think we count from the top of the pan, not the bottom of the pan. So I think I'll say 9 inches, which means I need to bake it for 29 to 34 minutes. Once we're done. I know, it is crazy to think that Welcome to Dairy finishes this Sunday. I feel like we've kind of like just started really going with the last episode. Oh, this was a bad idea, the way I decided to grab this with my bad finger. There we go. And then I guess I'll have to rinse this because I'm going to need this bowl again for the cookie mix, probably. I'm assuming we want to kind of keep them, like I know they're probably going to get intertwined, but kind of keep them separate. I think if I just leave this, it'll honestly like spread pretty evenly on its own. I'll get it started a bit. But I guess I should probably do this with a spoon, not with a whisk. Also going to need to rinse this whisk. Yeah, you got eczema on your hands. Oh, yeah, that's really rough, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, eczema is really rough. Okay, I just got to do this dish really quick, and then we'll get back into it. Badfinger, a great band. I'll take your word for it. Never heard of Badfinger. Are they a real band? No, Clay, I've streamed the Game Awards on YouTube before. I was just explaining why I wasn't streaming the Game Awards. I didn't stream it because I have a warning on my channel for a copyright issue that I had with my birthday stream that happened by accident. So until I resolve that, it's just a little bit risky. It's not because I'm not a big enough streamer to stream the Game Awards. I was actually approved to stream the Game Awards, but I only applied on Twitch. But I only applied on Twitch because I wasn't planning on streaming it on YouTube, so I didn't stream it on YouTube because I wasn't planning on it. But I did it in the past. I did it last year. We streamed the Game Awards on YouTube, and it was very good. And for the most part, you don't get dinged until after the Stream Awards, and really only the musical performances. And then it wasn't like bad. It's like you can just cut out the audio or cut out that part of the show. You can cut out like just the music audio even. So I'm sure they have the same stuff happen to them because it actually has nothing to do with the Game Awards. It's more of like music, which unfortunately is just really rough for the Game Awards. Yeah, I know Valkyrie, but I don't know that other streamer that you were saying you were watching. But I hope you had a good time watching with them. Game Awards is a fun time. We had a great time watching over on Twitch. And my highlight for my watch will probably be up soon over on my Amanda McKnight official channel, which is my reaction channel. And then my Stream Awards video on YouTube will be up today if people want to hear my thoughts on the Stream Awards, because I did talk about it over there as well. All right, let's do a quick little washeroo of this here bowl. All right. Let's dry that off. I would dry it with a tea towel, but I always find my tea towels are not as effective as a paper towel. Actually, here, I'll dry it with the paper towel after I do the whisk. Let's wash the whisk, and may as well wash this spoon while I'm here as well. Put it to the side, and then we'll do the cake. Cake, cake, cake. Badfinger made the song Baby Blue, which was the music for the final TV sequence of Breaking Bad series finale. I have not finished Breaking Bad, so that's cool, Henry. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being a member. Yeah, I haven't finished Breaking Bad, so. Badfinger did the song Baby Blue from 1972. It was used in Breaking Bad, yes. Haven't watched the end of Breaking Bad, but that's cool. That's cool. I only watched a little bit of season 1, I think, of Breaking Bad. Badfinger, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if I know that song. Baby Blue. Sounds familiar, but I think I'm thinking of the Aerosmith song, which is different. And is not called Baby Blue, I don't think. It's got a different name. I'm so venomommy? I don't know what you mean, Mad. I'm like Venom? Mother Venom, they call me. Maybe. Okay, let's mix the cookie mix together. And I have to use softened butter, which I don't have ready. Didn't realize that was a thing. And then 2 tablespoons of water. Maybe I should also wash this 3/4 cup. No, and I forgot to wash the spoon. Let me do that. Kind of got to wash as I go because I only have so many cups and everything. All right, Otto, see you later. I might be here or I might not. We shall see. Cool, Crystal Castle. I'll have to check that in the Discord later. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's accessible for me. I have not tried making pasta salad. I don't really cook. I'm more of a baker, but I don't cook really, Clay. I'm also not really big into pasta salad, to be honest with you, but I've eaten it before at like potlucks and stuff, and some people have made some pretty decent ones. Okay, let's do, so I need cookie mix. How soft is my butter? 3 tablespoons butter or margarine. This is still pretty hard. I have margarine, but it's vegetable based, which I don't really love for this. I don't really want to use vegetable based margarine. I don't think that'll be as good as butter. But I don't have anything that's softened. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I guess this is as soft as I got. I don't really want to take out the microwave to soften it. That's too much work. Have to move a bunch of stuff, pull my microwave out, put it up here. No, it's too much work. It'll be hard. That's not ideal. I don't know. Maybe I can wait like a little bit. I'll wait. I'll give it like 5 minutes and see if it gets any warmer. I did preheat the oven to 350, but it's not hot enough for the butter to, let me take it off the plate. See if it gets a little warmer on there. My parents are doing good. Yeah. Microwave butter for 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't want to pull out my microwave, Lord Monk. That's the only thing. Duck has read Infernal Hulk. Yes, I think so. I don't really keep tabs on like every single thing Duck has read, to be honest. But I know he's read issue 1, I think, of Infernal Hulk because we talked about it on stream. And I believe he talked about it. Yeah, that's true. I could put it in a saucepan and melt it. That's true. It's fine. I'll just cut it this way. I'm not too worried about it. When I make toast, it's probably not safe, but I put my butter knife over the slots to heat up the knife. Eric, what? Oh, you just like lay it on top of your toaster? I feel like as long as it's not touching the metal, you're probably okay, but a little risky. Do I have a favorite celebrity baker slash chef? Not really, ChemDog. Not myself. No. I mean, I really like Martha Stewart, I guess. I like Martha Stewart. I've made some of her stuff. Not baking, though, only cooking, and not myself alone, only with other people. Ice Queen wallpaper. Oh, whoops. Did I switch to the game? Oh, I guess I did. I thought I switched to just chat. Sorry, I switched to my game cam, so that's just my desktop. My desktop is showing. Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong button on the Stream Deck there. Lord Monk, thank you for the highlighted message and for the, I don't know if that's actually a direct quote from SCTV, because I don't know, did they get comic books? I didn't know that was one of them, but I think it might be. Thank you so much. Let me do a wheel spin for you. Yeah, I have Emma Frost and Madeline Pryor on my computer backdrops. I got 2 monitors, so that's just the one monitor. That's the monitor I usually game on. We got fancy nibbles. Alrighty then. I'll take another little fancy nibble for you. Ever start a game and you need to upgrade or figure out attributes? So daunting sometimes. Yeah, it can be. It's like, can be a lot to read depending on. Risking it for the biscuit, putting knives near the toaster. Yeah, it's a bit risky. But you know, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Okay, this is working. This is working. I think if I rotate it all 4 ways, it'll be softened up at least a little bit. And we just rotate it for a few minutes. And then I can mix this. Thank goodness. Have I ever watched Strange Brew? No. I don't think so. Locke says, scandalous, showing us your desktop. My desktop. Yeah, literally just hit the wrong switch. That'll probably happen again. So stay tuned if you like looking at my desktop. How scandalous. Nothing showing to get doxxed. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on my desktop that would dox me. But I appreciate you. I actually just went through all of my, I actually just reorganized my desktop. So all of my, all of my applications are all organized and tidy now. I should watch Strange Brew. What is Strange Brew? What is everybody's nerdy Xmas watch list? Well, I usually watch Love Actually like more than 30 times every Christmas, but I haven't started watching it one time this time. I just haven't really been, I haven't really had time, to be honest with you. I haven't been in the mood, and I also just haven't really had any time. I've been working nonstop this entire month so far, for the most part. Took a couple days off, I guess, to see. Well, I took Tuesday off, so I did have Tuesday off. I did go watch FNAF, and then I did content on it, but technically it was my day off. Yeah, so, yeah. Nick, hello, welcome in. Hey, David Jones, it's you, Kimberly. Okay, well, I'll try to remember that. I can't guarantee I will, but hello, Kimberly / David. I think The Grinch can be considered nerdy. I typically also like to watch Gremlins. Hawkeye, Twilight Zone, Night of the Meek, Batmas animated series, Christmas with the Joker, says Lord Monk. Nice. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, says Joker. Nice. Batman Returns. Andrew was saying he watched that one the other night over in the YouTube chat. Nick says, what you cooking? I'm not cooking, I'm baking. And right now we are baking these s'mores brownies. And then I'm going to do some ginger molasses cookies, I think, next. Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is a great one to watch around the holiday season. Do you watch all of it? All of it at once? You missed me, Kimberly? I haven't gone anywhere. Been here pretty much the whole time. I guess I didn't stream the other day because I only did the Game Awards over on Twitch, so you would have had to catch me over on Twitch. No special guest appearance from your mom this time. Not this time, I will one. I was not able to check because I kind of decided on doing this today pretty last minute. So I wasn't able to check to see if my mom was available. And then I was going to initially do this stream tomorrow, but my mom was not available. So, yeah. It should be pretty good once we get it going. I feel like this butter's about as melted as I'm going to get it, to be honest with you. So I think we just kind of keep going here. If I don't keep going, I'll never get to this holiday party that technically started 30 minutes ago. And I'm not honestly sure if I'll make it. We'll see. I would like to go, but I also am just like, I don't know. Do I deserve to go? I feel like I haven't worked enough. All right, let me cut this butter. I feel like bringing a gift that is from me is honestly better than bringing me. Anyways, gifts are great. We love a gift. Let me cut this butter and we'll see how soft it is. It's softer than it once was, so that's something. All right, see you later, Henry. I hope you have a good time on the offline side. I think Grinch is a classic film, yeah. It's a Wonderful Life, also a classic. Joker says, go party, Amanda. Maybe. Maybe I'll go party at some point. I have baking to do. So we got to do that first. We got to at least get something baked on this stream. Other than me. Just kidding. I'm not baked at all. But, oh, there's no, oh wait, there are lines on here. Okay, good. I was about to say. 30 milliliters. Oh no, how much of this? 45 milliliters. So this is 62. So I'm gonna say probably like this amount should be good. That should be a good amount. Let me put the butter in here. It is definitely not soft. But I don't want to melt it because then it'll be melted butter. I don't know. I should have taken this butter out earlier. Should have done a lot of things. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Cool overhead shot, says I will one. Thank you. Thank you to Jamie for getting this amazing arm for me that I can use for things like overhead shots so seamlessly. So easy. Makes it so much easier. Yeah, I mean, this really is going to be... This is not going to mix well. I guess I'll get a spoon. I don't know. Maybe a fork? Maybe a fork might be good. I can kind of mash it up. Like, ow, my finger. Keep hitting my finger against the bowl. I'm like trying hard to not touch it. And in trying hard to not touch it, I seem to be touching it more. She's not baked, but she's fried. I'm definitely not fried or baked. Just been drinking water. I had 2 fancy nibbles, but that's not very much for me. The Zeph says, what are you up to? What am I up to? You know, just driving a car. No, I'm doing a baking stream. As it says in the title of the stream, we are making holiday things. Right now, I am making s'mores brownies. This guy here. And I'm trying to incorporate this not so softened butter into the mix. I guess I could get a mixer out. That might make it easier. That might actually break up the butter a little bit better than a fork. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll just get the mixer out. Oh, I'm making such a mess. Nice dichotic. Sounds promising. So do they still not know, like, what's wrong exactly? You recently started adding lemon zest to your pancake batter. Interesting, halfway stupid. Yeah, I've never done that. I have a pancake recipe that was passed down. So I usually use that to the T. All right, I'll get my mixer. Let me get up here and grab it. It's in the tall cupboard. Yes. No, I know that you had a stroke. I just mean, like, they don't know what caused it. Like, are the follow-ups, so are they just doing, like, blood just to make sure, like, everything's good? Like, they're not, do they, or is it like when you have a stroke, they have to check, like, everything? Because I thought, it sounded like when you were explaining it, I could be wrong here completely, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, because I have never had a stroke, so I don't know what the process is like. But it sounded to me like they were basically doing investigative stuff, like to try to figure out like what's going on. So that's what I thought was happening. But I guess maybe they're just, are you just saying like they're just doing testing to like make sure everything's good? Because a stroke can be caused by various things in your body. I don't even know what causes a stroke, to be honest with you. I'm no doctor scientist. I guess I can't really mix this. I can kind of mix it on camera. This is as far as my cable reaches, so it's kind of at the edge. Well, I mean, the butter's kind of broken up. I don't know, I'm supposed to put this in dollops. It's not really how I was thinking it would be. I guess I kind of messed it up. Also gonna need to clean those because I need those back for the next thing that we're baking. So yeah. Time to mix things up. Something like that. We're trying here. I don't know if this is really, I mean, the butter itself is almost like a dollop, you know? But I feel like it's probably supposed to be more incorporated than this. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe this is kind of how it is. Because if you soften butter, it's not going to be fully liquid. I'll just keep mixing it. Right. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So it's like follow-up stuff that they do just to make sure like everything else is good. Likely caused by diabetes is what they think is going on. But they also wanted to do young stroke testing because of your age. Got you. Got you. Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That's good that they're thorough with it and they check everything. I guess I didn't think about, like, I guess when a stroke happens, it's because you have a clot in your brain? Is that what happens with a stroke? Or am I totally wrong? And so I guess it would make sense to also check to be like, we better make sure there's no clots anywhere else because that could cause a lot of problems. Funny seeing Walton Goggins as the Walmart Grinch. Walton Goggins is the Walmart Grinch? ChemDog? I don't know about that. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is as mixed as I'm going to get it in this state. So I think we kind of just go for it. It's all going to become somewhat liquidy anyways. So then I'm going to grab, what did this say? Drop cookie dough by 9 rounded tablespoonfuls into brownie batter in 3 rows of 3. Okay, so just grab a spoon here and do 9 of these. 3 rows of 3. Supposed to be the second row. That one kind of moved on to what I would have said was the 3rd row. Mostly this is butter. Butter. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I just messed that up. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all gonna become one when I put it in the oven. I'm sure it'll just kind of amalgamate. This is probably the biggest drop of them all. Boom. So we drop that in like that. That's what it says. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to put this in the oven for 29 to 34 minutes. Well, only because I pushed back. They wanted to send me home the very first day with aspirin because their CT scan came up negative. Took an MRI to find the stroke. Also wanted to send me home Friday and treat me as an outpatient. Oh, well, that's not very good. So wait, so they didn't want to do an MRI for you after you had a stroke? Why? That seems weird. Isn't that like standard protocol? I guess every place is different, so I don't know. I thought MRIs were normal after a stroke, like to do that. They didn't know I had a stroke at that point. Oh, but I thought your symptoms sounded so, like, that would be obvious to them. That's crazy that they didn't know it at that point. Because you went to the hospital, right? I only have lost sensation, but not lost strength. Oh, okay. So it's like nerve damage? Did they find, is there any way for them to like look for that? Because that sounds like it would be nerve damage. I don't think you lose strength with nerve damage. All right, so we did that. That's in. I started a timer for it on my phone. So now I guess we could start on the other thing. We could start on the ginger molasses cookies. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Now it's like an hour after the party has started almost, so I'm just like, I just don't know. I'm gonna wait till these are done and then I'll assess. You were Venomized Men in Black? I don't know, Amad. I don't think there's a Men in Black Venom crossover that I know of, but I'm not sure. Are you asking? I'm sorry. Are you asking? Or are you telling me? I'm not sure. But yeah, Venom is cool. Men in Black, also cool. Brain damage. Brain just isn't able to interpret the signals it gets right now. Oh, okay. So it is still in your brain, but it didn't affect your strength. So at least that's good, I guess. I didn't know about that. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of different things that can also happen when you have a stroke as well. There's a lot of things going on in your brain. Is that like a common thing that happens where people lose like feeling but their strength is still good? Or were they saying like, is that like a rare thing? Is that why they didn't know what it was? Like they were like, I don't know if that's what it is, because they just couldn't see the signs of that. Maybe. Like maybe is that rare? Did any of you see the Men in Black series? I did. I am going to boop, boop, boop. What was I going to do? I am going to do the what's it called? The ginger molasses cookies. Now, let me pull up my recipe. So for this, I guess I should probably wash my bowl again, wash my whisk, wash my hand mixer, and then we'll cream the ingredients together. Currently watching Netflix Tomb Raider season 2. Oh, is it already out? I gotta watch. I watched season 1. I really liked it. Wasn't my favorite show, but I had a good time with season 1. They did a really good job. I also like that they got Is it Haley Atwell? Does the voice of Laura? She does such a good job. All right, we are washing the bowl. And then we are going to do the PBs, or not the PBs, we're gonna do the ginger molasses. Haley Atwell is great. Yeah, I agree. I really like Haley Atwell. Gingerbread house, says PP Jackson. No, we're not doing a gingerbread house. We're doing gingerbread molasses cookies. No gingerbread house today. Don't know how common, but if you Google thalamus stroke, my symptoms on the list of possibilities. Oh, okay, cool. So that might be the type of stroke that you had, but I guess they still have to do like more tests to really know, which also makes sense why they're doing all the testing. Yeah, Haley is a perfect fit. I agree. Don't take your eyes off this here bowl. All right, we're gonna clean the whisk. May as well clean this cutlery and then back on to the next thing. Fork cleaned. And now we are cleaning the little mixing handles. Can you guys see me when I'm over here? You can. You can still see me. I can like cheat to camera. So you can see me fully in the frame. Hello. Okay, these are clean. These are clean. So when we're ready to mix again, those are good to go. Everything is good to go. My finger's still intact. Hasn't fallen off yet. Will I do a reaction of the Poppy Playtime 5 trailer? Maybe at some point, Kevin. Not right now. Right now I'm baking. Full side profile, yep. You got my full side profile. Okay, let's put together this recipe. So we need flour, soda, ground ginger, cinnamon, cloves, and salt. Flour, baking soda, ground ginger, cinnamon. My cloves are over here. Ground cloves and salt. My salt is in here. Okay, wait. Whoa, whoa. I got too many protein bars in here. It's gonna be a lot to clean up after. And let me check. How much do I need of each of these? I need got it, dichotic. Got it. Well, I mean, it did just happen to you. Totally makes sense that you would, need to talk about it or that it would be on your mind. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, let me see. So we are going to switch to our other camera here. And I guess I need flour. I need how much flour? 4.5 cups of flour. That's a lot of flour. This is why I felt like I needed another bag, but then I realized I already had an extra bag. So now I got 3 bags of flour, but honestly, we're definitely going to go through this one, just in this alone. Because 4.5 cups of flour is a lot. 2. And that's that bag done. So open the next bag to get to 3. Kind of soda, Coca-Cola, or Sprite? I guess if I had to pick Coca-Cola, but I don't really drink a lot of soda. I mostly drink water. So you'll be making the gingerbread cookies yourself this year, says I Will One. I make them myself every year. I make pretty much everything myself. My mom gave me that box of s'mores brownies. So that one's pre-made because my mom gave it to me. But I usually bake from scratch every year, I Will One, if this is your first time in one of my baking streams. Yeah. That's typically how we do. I mean, this might be a little bit more than half, so I'll pull a tiny bit back, but that feels pretty exact to half. 4.5 cups of flour. That's a lot of flour. I might need a bigger bowl. And then it said ground ginger. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. Just dry my spoon because it is a bit wet from the water. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. Whoa. Little poof of ginger there, extra. You were a Pepsi family? You drink a lot of water too? It's a baking joke? Oh, because I pulled up the baking soda. Yeah. I thought you were actually asking what kind of soda I prefer. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm gonna need to get out my big cinnamon. But that's good. I wanted to finish this little guy. I have a big container as well. But there might be enough for 2 tablespoons. We're gonna see. 2 tablespoons. 2 teaspoons. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm glad I didn't do that. The ginger was a tablespoon, which makes sense for ginger molasses. But the cinnamon is a teaspoon. That would have been a lot. I was like, that's a lot of cinnamon. 2 teaspoons. All right. 1 and 2. And then 1 teaspoon of cloves. So we actually still have some cinnamon in there left to bake with. Okay, the butter's starting to get real soft in there. Might have to, there we go, take off the little foil if I can. Got most of it off. One teaspoon of cloves. Thereabouts. Water is good. Water is delicious. We should all drink water. It's good for us. You're starting to quit soda and drink more water? Good for you, Kevin. Water is good for you. Ever did coconut tarts? No. I don't really know a lot of people that like coconut. I only know one person that I can think of off the top of my head that likes coconut. My dad. So no, I've never done coconut tarts. I don't think they'd go over well for my fam anyways. Just a lot of people that I know that I like coconut. So I'd eat them. They'd be a success with me. There's water in soda. There is water in soda. There's also a lot of sugar in soda, and there's no sugar in water, let me tell you. Water doesn't really have any sugar in it. But soda's good every now and then. I do have a bunch of ginger ale in my fridge right now. 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt. 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna do this over the sink. It's like the way the salt pours ain't probably what this recipe wants from me. Put a tiny bit more in. There we go. 1 teaspoon of salt. And baking soda. 4 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna make such a mess over my sink doing this. One. 2. 3. 4. 'Also, Kane Vic, thank you so much for following, by the way. Oh, and we also needed to add the madrout to the Christmas tree. The madrout, are you still here? I have to add you to the Christmas tree. I did a wheel spin for you, I believe. But I don't think I added you to the Christmas tree. Did we do a wheel spin for the madrout? I don't remember if we did. I don't remember if we did. Maybe we didn't. Well, if they're here, when they're back. The madrout, are you still here? Or when they're back, if someone can remind me. I gotta add them to the tree. Oh my goodness. I'm all out of sorts today. I apologize. Okay, so now that I've added all of this, I'm assuming I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients. Let's make sure we added everything. Flour, soda, ground ginger, cinnamon, cloves, salt. Yes, we did all of that. So whisk that together, and then in a separate bowl, we're gonna do the softened butter and the sugars. That's what this bowl actually would have been good for, so I might grab my second bowl and transfer this after I whisk it. Because I have a bigger bowl, and I think that's the one we're actually going to need to make the cookies in. Because this recipe makes a lot of cookies. I always forget about that. I have not watched Preppy Kitchen, Marvel Man. Is it really good? Should I check it out? It's all mixed up. Yep. There we go. It's all whisked. Put my whisk over here, and I guess I'll transfer it to the other bowl. There we go. All right, now we got to mix up the wet stuff. You made s'mores Christmas cracks. Bacon laser, also thanks for being a member. Crackers? Cookies? Or what are s'mores Christmas cracks? Are they like those crackle cookies? You were watching him make holiday sugar cookies yesterday. That's so cute. Okay, what do I need for the next part? Soften butter and sugars on medium-high. Okay, so we are going to add the sugars and the butter. So we need 1.5 cups of butter, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. So let's do that. We'll put our dry up here for now. Sugar, sugar, and then we're gonna add in eggs and the molasses after. Hey, the other, welcome in. Thank you so much for the kind words. I hope that you're having a great December. Mine has been pretty good, I guess, so far. It's been all right. 1.5 cups. That's like almost an entire thing of butter. So I basically just want to leave like a 1/4 cup left. 1.5 cups. Yeah, that's almost all of the butter. So I may need to get more butter before I do the peanut butter cookies. We might only be able to do gingerbread, not gingerbread, ginger molasses cookies, and yeah, so like a bit more than a quarter. So a quarter's there. So we say like maybe here is where we go. Oh wow, that's really soft. Oh God. Okay, well that works. That worked okay. Here's what's left of our butter, so I don't think that's enough for me to bake something else. Because I think with peanut butter cookies, there's usually quite a bit of butter in those. Could be wrong. I guess there's some recipes that also do oil. But I like to use things that are pretty generous with the butter. Butter, and I can put this butter away. I mean, I can leave the butter out for now in case I keep going. Great cookie choices, though. Thank you, Zood. How are you doing? Welcome in. How did the sugar cookies come on the preppy kitchen? It's graham crackers with melted caramel, chocolate, and mini marshmallows as toppings. Ooh, that sounds so good, Bacon Laser. I love that. I had a great day today. Wrapped Christmas presents and watched The Holiday. Ooh, I love The Holiday. Such a good Christmas movie. Hello, Piano Man. Welcome in. How are you doing? It has been a minute. How are you? Yeah, thank you kindly. Usually just lurk, but the cookie stream for the win. Aw, thanks, dude. Well, I appreciate you lurking, and I also appreciate you sharing your love of cookies with us. Do you have a favorite cookie? A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. Yes. Yes. Exactly, ChemDog. Basically. Ugh, just that actually makes me so hungry just thinking about it. Okay, I want to make sure this is right before I dump a whole cup. Yeah, it's a cup. And then we got to do brown sugar. In China for a couple of weeks. Oh, nice, Piano Man. How are things over in China? You're overseas for a bit. Nice. What were you over in China for? For work or just out on a vacation? Or did you have friends or family you were visiting in China? You saw a trailer for the Silent Deadly Night remake that just came out? Yeah, I saw a poster for that. I didn't even know it was happening. I was at the movies the other day when I was seeing Fallout, because that's where the premiere was, and I saw that poster and I was like, whoa. Do you think you'll watch The Housemaid? I don't really have any plans to watch The Housemaid right now, no. I don't even know what it's about. What's it about, Eric? Is it like a thriller? Any cookie is a good cookie. Homemade are the best. I concur with that wholeheartedly, Zood. I love making cookies. This sugar is so dense. Okay, so there's our brown sugar added. My phone might die too, honestly. Really should have charged my devices. Based off of a book. Oh, thriller. Okay, based off of a book. Movies that are based off of books tend to have some pretty decent plots. Stanley says, spoil Fallout. No, I'm not going to do that, Stanley. I'd like to be invited to go see more Amazon Prime things, so I'm definitely not going to spoil Fallout. I will say I enjoyed it. I did also do a short on it if you want to hear my 3 things that I had to say about it before it comes out. Okay, where are my little guys? We're gonna cream this together. So we'll be using the mixer, so my apologies if it's a little loud. Lindsay's been serving looks. Lindsay's always serving looks. She's so fashionable. Oh, there's my timer for the brownies. Okay. Just move my mixer over here for a second. Hopefully it doesn't drop too much on the floor. Move this over here so I can put this on top of the stove. Stop. Switch cameras. Let me grab my oven mitt. Ooh, it looks really good, guys. That looks pretty dang good. I think we're good. Let me grab a fork, do a little test here, see if it comes out clean. That's pretty clean to me. So I think we Gucci. Yeah, that came out pretty clean. All right, well, that's that done. I'll put this fork in the sink. Put the mitt away for now. We'll just leave the oven on. Actually, I don't know if we'll leave the oven on. Maybe we'll turn the oven off. Because although I am mixing the cookies, they will need to chill. This dough will not be ready to bake today. Which is why I'm also thinking this might be better as a 2-part, especially because I don't think we have enough butter for peanut butter cookies. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the issue, which is unfortunate, it stars Sydney Sweeney. I have no issues there. The issue that's unfortunate, why is it unfortunate that it stars Sydney Sweeney? Oh my gosh, that sugar just got yeeted. I don't know if you guys saw that. Sugar just literally jumped out of my bowl. Look at this. That just jumped out. My table is clean. I cleaned it before, so I can grab stuff off the table and add it back into the batch. Don't at me. Pretty keen for Fallout. I will say the first 2 episodes are absolutely fire. It was really good. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to talk about my feels on it and my initial impression. I'm just not allowed to do like full detailed review. That will be coming. The embargo lifts on the 16th at 9 a.m. So expect my review about that. People hate her right now. Why do people hate her? What'd she do? Did she do something? Or do people just hate her for no reason? Yeah, some jeans controversy. Oh yeah, she wore jeans? I heard about that. Isn't it just that she was in a jeans ad? And they were like, have good jeans. And the joke is like, jeans, jeans. Yeah, so what happened in the commercial? I haven't seen the commercial, but was it really offensive? Yes, that's it. She wore jeans. That doesn't seem that controversial to me. We all wear jeans, don't we? What's wrong with that? I think people just want Sydney Sweeney to be controversial. Like, I feel like everyone wants to claim her in a political camp. Like, be like, she's this way or she's that way. And I'm like, I think she's just a person, man. I don't think, like, everything... Like, I don't understand why we have to do that. Like, people just want to draw lines in the sand for no reason. I haven't seen anything that she's done that's been, like, bad. I mean, I didn't like her in Madam Web. I thought she was pretty bad in that movie. But as a person, I haven't seen anything that I've been like, whoa, that's not good. Granted, I don't really look at a lot of goss stuff, so I am not really the most informed on that. Because I don't like that type of content, to be honest with you. Even though I think it's totally normal to like goss, because it is very human of us to like gossip. Our brains are wired for it. Okay, well, I mean, it's pretty creamed. There are some chunks of sugar in here that I'm gonna need to like break down. Like I can see this one. I don't know if I can break this down. That's broken. There's another one over here. But I'm hoping that these will like not just be entire. I mean, honestly, if you bite into a cookie and there's a pocket of brown sugar, as long as the cookie's still sweet, I don't really think that's the end of the world. And I don't see how cookies could not be sweet when they have this much sugar in them. I don't see any other chunks. Just looking for chunks of sugar. I don't see really any other chunks. I think those were the major ones. There's some little ones, but nothing that's clumping that feels like it would be a problem. Oh, wait. There's one. There's one more. Well, that's a pretty big one. There's that one, and there's this one. Also, my hands are clean. Just FYI, I'm also going to wash them again right now after this. After I crush all these little clumps of sugar. I think we're Gucci. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. It'll melt. It'll melt. Oh, I just yeeted that box. Who needs it anyways? Get yeeted, box. And my hands are very buttery. There's another season of Euphoria coming out? Yeah, I haven't seen Euphoria. We gossip every day, everywhere. You only get in trouble if you're found to be the cause of ruining someone IRL. Yeah, gossip is just a way for us to like assess where we stand with things as humans. So it's pretty normal to goss. Also, literally talking about other people, even in a positive context, is considered gossip. So it's not all bad. Some gossip is good. What did Sydney Sweeney do? I don't know. She was in a jeans commercial, apparently. Her crime is being in an ad, I guess? I don't know. How dare this actress be in a commercial, even though that's literally an actor's job to be in a commercial. Try breaking it down with a spoon. I'm not struggling doing it with my fingers. I find it easier with my fingers than a spoon because I feel like if I have it under a spoon, it's just gonna slip away. That's pretty well creamed. So I think we'll leave that there. Pretty well creamed. And now I need to do something else. What is it? They all melt down here, literally. Yes, if I were Pennywise, that's what I'd say. Let me see. So now we are going to mix in eggs and molasses, one at a time for the eggs. So we're gonna mix an egg, mix another egg, and then mix some molasses into this here bowl. And then we will probably mix the two things together. No, I'm just gonna go for it. Be confident. That was perfect, actually. That was exactly what I wanted to happen. So one egg. I literally can't stretch further than that. I have to like move the bowl around to move everything because my cable does not go farther than this. There we go. Okay. So it's one. So now we're going to add in the second egg. You are always safe. We are making some ginger molasses cookies right now. We already made some brownies. Also, once we're done mixing this, I'll try one of the brownies. So we can at least like sample something today. Confidence makes perfect eggs. Yeah, you just got to be confident. I don't really make eggs or eat eggs unless they're in a baked good. But confidence makes everything, I think you will always say. Also, how are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Derek, welcome in. How are you? I don't know why. Lately, this has just been happening where I don't want to say her name because she'll show up again. But the Apple Assistant, she just thinks when I'm watching things on my iPad, when I'm doing anything, she thinks I'm talking to her. And I'm like, girl, I'm good. I don't need you. You're good. It's all good. I don't need anything right now. She keeps trying to talk to me. I think she's lonely. You're in Ireland falling asleep. Sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day. Falling asleep sounds nice. Is it late in Ireland right now? I guess it's probably pretty late over there, yeah? Okay, now that we've done 2 eggs, now we got to add in the molasses. I'm going to put the eggs back in the fridge for now. So I don't think we're going to need any more eggs today. Let's do molasses. Where is the molasses? Here it is. Yeah, midnight. Yeah, pretty late. Here it is, 7:30. So not quite as late for us over here. Now we are doing how much molasses? Half a cup? Half a cup of molasses. It's going to take a while probably to get the molasses into the cup because it is slow, like molasses, because it is molasses. All right. That's some fancy molasses. I would like a spoon to scrape the sides of this, or maybe, yeah, maybe a spoon. Oh God. I went a bit off script there. I didn't realize I was dangling the cup, trying to compensate moving away, and ended up making things worse. And now I am gonna have sticky molasses fingers. They call me sticky molasses fingers. That's what they call me. There we go. There we go. Oh, all right. Well, that's as much molasses as I think I'm going to be able to get, like, literally into from off of there. So I'm just going to rinse this. I think that's necessary. Cool. Cool stuff, man. Cool molasses, man. We still got a bit of molasses left. This molasses is only good till May, though, so this might be the last time we use this molasses. I don't know if I'll be using it before May. No one died, right? What a molasses-icker. I think people did die in the molasses flood. Did people die or no? You better move your molasses then. Yeah, you better move your molasses. Yeah, don't die in the great molasses flood. No, but I think they did die. I don't know. I could be wrong about this. I remember the drunk history episode. But otherwise, it wasn't really something we learned about in my American history class. We didn't really go into, like, the detail about molasses floods. Oh, wow, I'm just getting stuff everywhere as I raise this up a bit. Yeah, but that seems pretty incorporated. Molasses incorporated, even, you might say. I'm covered in molasses. Molasses? How do you get everywhere? All right, so molasses incorporated. You heard about a beer thing too, someone in the Americas? There was a great beer flood. This kind of sounds fun, actually. Kind of sounds like it might be a fun time, the beer flood. And then I'm gonna gradually add in the dry ingredients until it's incorporated. And then we Gucci. Oh wait, did I go the wrong way? No, that's bro. Okay. Just making sure it was off. It is off. It's just hot. It's just hot. It's just how it is. I mean, honestly, I wish that I was incorporating it the other way because I think this bowl is going to become too full. So I actually probably should have left it the way I had it before. But this has been easier to cream in this bowl because it's a smaller bowl. More surface area for your ingredients. Not always as good for mixing. This is turning out quite nice so far. Ooh, look at that. It smells amazing, guys. I wish you could smell. It smells so good. Okay. I don't know if I can put this down. It's like... All right, I'm just gonna do this with 2 hands. I'm gonna switch to my just chatting camera because you've seen some of it incorporated now, so you know what it looks like. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. All I see is yams. Is that some kind of... Is that supposed to be like some kind of flirty thing? I'm not sure. I don't really understand. As a 901-year-old vampire, I'm not always as up on the slang. Or do you mean my gingerbread cookies look like yams? Because there's no yam in this. It was the UK actually. Oh, the London beer flood. Yo, that does sound like something that would happen in London. There was a beer flood. I totally believe that. This is gonna be like ridiculous. Like this. Okay, we're just gonna go for all of it because I'm spilling flour all over the place. You can't see, but like I don't have 2 hands to do. I can't. Oh, this is so frustrating. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to put this down, but it's gonna pull off the table. Please don't. No, please don't pull off the table. I know you want to. I know that the cord is max stretched, but please don't pull off the table. Okay, there is some. I just want the flour. My hands are now covered in flour. I'm covered in flour. All right, I will one. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I am what I am. Talking about my body? Okay, what part is the yam? As a woman, I don't know what the yams are. Is it like a butt thing? I don't think booties look like yams. Or are they legs? Do I walk on yams? It's my flowery personality, yes. Oh, this is looking quite good. Can I switch cameras or will this bowl not behave itself? It's not going to behave itself, but I'm switching cameras anyways. Whoa, I just want you guys to see this dough and how thick it is for the gingerbread. Not the gingerbread, the ginger molasses cookies. They are looking good, guys. They're looking good. This dough is smooth. I feel good about it. I feel like it's mixed. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but then I'm gonna eject. That's thick. I had to pull up to get everything off, and yet doing that knocked dough all over my place. Eject. Okay. Well, there's dough everywhere, and I'm stepping it into my carpet, I think. It's on my socks. It's all over the place. Yikes. To the person that has to clean this up, aka that'll be me. An extension cord? Yeah, I could get an extension cord. I just need to move the table closer next time. I have my table a little far away. Just put the mixer behind me so I can do my stuff? Yeah, I guess I could have, but then I won't be facing you guys, but you'd still be able to hear me. Yams is slang for buttocks nowadays. Really? I thought peaches was a butt. Yams are butts? Got you. Well, T1000 did say respectfully. I will ping the rules just as a reminder that, you know, compliments are nice, but let's try to not objectify. But I think saying someone is nice yams doesn't feel too objectification-y to me, so that's fine. Everything is a butt. Everything's a butt now? Man, thank you for the hydrate, Marvel Man. I know, I deserve a little hydrate. I have been working hard on this baking. It's about all I've really worked hard on, I feel like, for the last little while. I cook, but I would love to get into baking. Nice. I love baking. I do not cook. And I don't think I want to get into cooking, but I'm happy to help someone cook. I'm a good, like, line cook. Like, you can give me tasks, but I don't like to cook. I don't like to come up with things. I don't like to think about that. I just want to eat food. Drez, thank you so much for being a member and greetings to you. No cook can outbake my Gma. Probably not. Grandmothers are always the best.
When you got the yams,
and grandfathers.
What's the ends? The yam is the power that be. You can smell it when I'm walking down the street. Oh yes, we can. Oh yes, we can.
Is that a lyric about the yams? Who sent that? Okay. Well, this is our dough, so now I just have to transfer this to a bag. And then, I mean, I can look at the peanut butter recipe, but I feel like I'm probably going to need more butter than I have access to. Let me see. Also, hi, Duck. How are you? Duck said, just checking in. Hope you're great. Hey, Duck. How's the party? Kendrick Lamar, my friend. King Kunta. Okay. I know Kendrick Lamar, but I've never heard him talk about the yams. How much butter do I need? Oh, actually, I don't need any butter because we have peanut butter, so I could do that. Oh, but this one is telling me I should have shortening, which I don't have if I want to do this recipe. I think I usually do Betty Crocker. Though I don't think she uses shortening. Granulated sugar, packed brown sugar, peanut butter. Ooh, half a cup of salted butter softened. Well, I do have salted butter. I don't know if I have half a cup's worth. Maybe just. But it's not softened. I don't know if I should keep going. I'm going to put this into a bag. So that's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream, depending on what we're doing now. I should eat a brownie. Let me do that for sure. Let me do that for sure. And I could also just leave this in the bowl. I don't have to put it in a bag. If I'm going to bake it, like, soon. If I'm going to bake it maybe when like, tonight or tomorrow morning, then I feel like I could just put some foil over it. But it would be better in a bag because I don't want the air to get to it and then it to get too crusty. Okay, what am I doing? I'm gonna try a brownie. Let's see how it is. Bit hard to pull out, kind of falling apart on me. But it is also the first one, but I feel like the cookie brownie combo is interesting. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit goopy. But there it is. Let's see how it tastes. You guys want to see the other camera? Here it is. I kind of had to like, this is the top of it. I kind of had to scrape it out. But the top of it looks pretty good. All right, cheers. Let's see. Oh, 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 that's good. That's, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I like Crumbles desserts? I don't know what that is, Dar. Mmm. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know if I quite say 10 out of 10 because I think it could be a little bit more chocolatey. But I'd give it at least an 8. It's pretty good. I like my brownies to be a little bit more fudgy. So when I make them from scratch, that's kind of how I make them. Am I bringing my baked good to the party? Yeah, I think I might bring it with me. I was gonna bring some baked goods if I go. That's why I wanted Duck to, I was kind of hoping Duck would wait a little bit because I kind of wanted to give him the baked goods, but it's taken us this long. So it's good that he went when he did because I don't want to hold people up. Aw, rest in peace to your mom, Drez. I'm sorry to hear that you lost her. That's so sad. I'm cooking up some holiday vibes. Yes, Keith. Hold on a second. I'm just getting a call. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna mute my mic. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Sorry, I just had a call. People are wondering where I am, apparently, so I guess I will go to the party. Gotta get ready. Gotta go. Those pots look like the armor a banjo would wear, says Keith. A banjo would wear? Look like the armor a banjo would wear. I guess if a banjo was in a fighting kind of mood. Ginger ale is great, HK. I have some in my fridge right now. The fudgier, the better. Yeah. Ooh, should I get some milk? Should I get some milk? Milk is good. It's nice to see them looking out for you. Fake ginger? Yeah, true. Fake everything. Fake set, fake person. I'm all AI. I'm not even here right now. I'm actually already at the party, for all you guys know. I'm just kidding. I am a real person. This is a real kitchen. Not all things are real, though, in this frame. Not me? Who? Who are you talking about? Fake ginger ale? Fake ginger ale? I mean, Canada's dry as ginger ale. It doesn't... It may not have giant chunks of ginger in it. That is true. Oh, I need to be careful with my hair around my baking. Let me put this over here. Well, friends, I guess I'm gonna get ready to go. So, I didn't even think what I typed. No, that's all right. You were like, that ginger ale. You're allowed to feel the wrath. Cherry said, I'm back and home, so I get to relax for the rest of the stream. For the rest of your stream, I'm waiting for food. I'm so sorry, Cherry. I think I'm going to end stream now, but I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. What does my shirt read? It says, lawful nice, Yule neutral, and chaotic naughty. That's the alignments for this holiday season. I may be back to do more baking tomorrow, or we might do Marvel Rivals, or maybe I'll do 2 streams. I kind of also want to play more Expedition 33 after the Game Awards. So I kind of want to get to that too. But I don't know. We're going to do some stuff. We have all day tomorrow. Also, Drex, did you say that's your Jedi name? That's so cool. My Jedi name pronounced Drex. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. Live action Poison Ivy. Well, maybe one day. Someone tell James Gunn to call me. Have his people call my agents, and we can make it happen. I would definitely happily join the DCU if they would have me. I love Ivy. She's one of my favorite characters. Leftover batter. Oh my goodness, I hope there was no eggs in it. But otherwise, that's always nice. Chill Guy says, glad you read that. I can't read cursive. Oh yeah, it is kind of in a bit of a cursive-y font. I know not everybody can read cursive. I love cursive writing, but as I would as a 901-year-old vampire. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And the Madrout, when they come back, I think I owe them a wheel spin and an ornament on the tree. So let's remember that for next time. I'm just saying that at the end of the stream so I remember it for next time. I do not have credits because I'm using OBS today. I don't know if I'll ever use Streamlabs again because I think Twitch may have shut down all their servers. By the way, update on the server issue thing. I was looking into it, and apparently Twitch silently shut a lot of servers down. About half the ones in North America, some people in Canada have also been having problems. Some of the US servers even got shut down. So depending on what area you're in, that could be a problem. And everyone's been trying to troubleshoot their internet. Apparently it's been an issue since like September. So I may have just joined that group of people that are struggling with that. So we'll see what we can do. The nice thing with OBS is I can actually choose what server I use. So I don't have to use like my local one. But on Streamlabs, I don't see a way for me to do that. So I think anytime I'm streaming, I don't know. I think Twitch streams are going to be kind of weird over there for now until that problem gets fixed. I can reach back out to them and see if they know anything, but I'm assuming that Twitch is probably going to deny most of what people are talking about because they did that quietly without any announcements, apparently. But there are ways that you can check to see if the server's alive. So, just an update for you guys in case it's a minute, in case I have some other problems I need to navigate because I have been having some server issues on Twitch. But hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Guys, do you want more baking? Or do you want some Marvel Rivals? Or do you want some Expedition 33? Give me some insight, all of you that are still here with me in this beautiful stream tonight where we holiday baked. We baked. Can I show you? I should show you before we go. This is what we baked. We baked s'more brownies, which I'm now going to take to this lovely event where there are many lovely people waiting for me. And we have ginger molasses cookies. The dough needs to cool, so I'm going to put the dough in the fridge. And then when I get back, I'll bake these bad boys. And then I still need to do my peanut butter blossom cookies, so we could do that tomorrow or not. Whatever. I could leave this kind of set up if we're going to do this tomorrow, and then I could jump on early in the morning, and maybe we do 2 streams if people want more baking. I think I will get some more butter, though. Baking, says Darth. I don't play video games. Marvel Rivals, says Nick. Later, Deviason. I hope you have a good day. Also, is it Deviason? Deviason, am I saying it right? Have I met the cast of the movie Kick-Ass? No, but I have a friend that was in Kick-Ass who I went to school with. Rivals for sure, and Kick-Ass 2. I've not met the cast of Kick-Ass 2. And more of Amanda's dance party. Yeah, should we do a dance party? Dance party? You did a great job on both stuff baking. Oh, thank you, AJ. I think we made some really delicious dough. It smells so good, and these are really good. So thank you to my mom for giving these to me, and I'm sure my mom will come back. She does want to come back and do another stream with us. So don't worry. This was our baking stream that we unlocked, but there will be more baking streams in the future if we get to our amount. How far are we right now? We were 10 members away, so we're 9 memberships away, I think, on YouTube at this point, because we got 1 in this stream, I think. And we are 43, 17 subs away right now from being at the goal to watch Interview with a Vampire together. So if you guys want to watch more Interview with a Vampire over on the Discord, we are very close to those goals for things to unlock. But we still have our baking stream. We're going to watch The Black Hole, which we unlocked way back during my subathon. I'm still getting to that subathon stuff. I appreciate your guys' patience with that. So we do have some other things still coming up. We did the baking stream. We still have an ASMR stream. And I believe we still have the Black Hole watch along. So those will still be happening. But we're close to our goals right now. So we'll see tomorrow if that maintains. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. I feel like I saw baking and Marvel Rivals in the chat from what people want. Marvel Man said, I'm cool with whatever you want to do. Locke says, take care. Have fun at the party. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be slightly real with you guys for a minute. I'm gonna be real with you before I go, because I just want to say, today I've been kind of masking a bit today. I don't usually do that with you guys, but I've been having kind of a rough day, and I've been feeling pretty depressed, to be honest with you guys. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming on and for being so kind and so generous to me today, and just for sharing space with me. It honestly warms my heart, and even though I am not feeling anything right now, I feel very kind of numb, to be honest with you. I just want to say thank you so much, because it means a lot to me, and I don't like to mask things. I don't like to do that, so I just want to be like real for a second and just say that like I'm not doing great. I will be fine ultimately. And don't worry, but I just want to be real with you guys and say that, like, you know, this is my happy spot. And even when I feel awful, I feel like coming onto stream is like, it's really important to me. So I appreciate you guys being here with me, because stream would be nothing without the community to stream too. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to myself in my kitchen, baking things, which is like another another level of neurodivergent that I would just add. It'd be another layer to me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. this is a safe space. This is a safe space. So we are free to share our feels here. So I just wanted to be real with you guys for a second and just drop the veil. And thank you guys for making it such a pleasant experience for me. It really has been. And tomorrow I'm excited to come back. Thank you. Anyways, not to end it on a downer note, we baked some great things. I'm very excited to do some more baking. Perhaps I will leave this set up then. Perhaps I will leave most of this set up. I think I'm going to unplug the cables because there's a whole area I can't really walk through. But I think I'm going to just tidy up, put things back, and then I'll leave this. And then maybe in the morning, I'll come on. We can do like a morning baking stream. And then I'll take a couple hours for like a lunch. And then I'll come back and do some rivals. And then in the evening, we will watch. We will watch Welcome to Dairy for those of you that are on the site for exclusively bladed cooling devices, the blue site. And Patreon stuff will be up soon. So for those of you, thank you. There are some new people that joined, and I just want to say thank you to those of you that have checked out or joined my Patreon. I really appreciate it. There will be more stuff coming there soon. I'm sorry that I've been delayed. Like I said, I've not been, my head has been slightly askew. So all of that is coming though, because I love it. If you ever need that time for yourself, you know, take your time too. You'll survive and be back when you're ready. I appreciate it, Eric. I had to do this baking anyways, so I was like, I may as well do it on stream. It must be done. I'm doing my baked goods delivery next week. So I want to make sure that I have everything good to go for the week. So this was important to me. And I wanted to bring these brownies to the party. So I'm glad we got these done. And thank you to, if anyone's watching at the party, I hope not, because I didn't really want to tell all of those people that I'm depressed. But maybe they know. Maybe they've heard some things. But thank you for your patience with me, and I will be there soon. And thank you, everyone. Oh, that's okay, AJ. No need to have Patreon. I appreciate you either way. No need to do anything extra. I just want to say thanks to those people that joined. Cyber, thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for maybe some more baking and rivals. Yeah. Oh my goodness, MySpace. Yeah, everybody check out my MySpace. I'll see you over on MySpace. See you guys tomorrow. Stay nerdy, everyone. Andrew, welcome back. I hope that you had a good time watching all the Christmas and nerd stuff. Have a great one, guys. Mwah. Love you all. Bye. I don't know if this will work. I think it worked. I held a button to stop the stream, but I don't know if I have to stop it on the YouTube side. I don't know if it stopped everywhere. I don't know, man. I think it's still going. Is it still going? Stop. Okay, YouTube is still going.